and inverted information. When we talk about psychological implantation, like they're implanting psychological operations upon you without you even knowing it, just by showing you your favorite movie, showing you, giving you your favorite artist, giving you your favorite song. Like they're giving you the thing that you want the most while using it against you at the same time. So if people always love to say the catchphrases and the things that get the people riled up, right? In all of the ways, right? They like to say things like we're at war, but never tell you what war we're at, right? Like you don't see any tanks coming down the street, you haven't heard any bombs, you don't know what war they are talking about. Well, when they're referencing a war, the war that they're referencing, unbeknownst to the majority of people participating in said war, is that the war is psychological. Because
I mean, when you say psychological, that could be like a broad. What do you mean by that?
I was about to finish. Yeah. So 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 when I say psychological, I mean your modes of operation and how you act every single day is based off of a disposition that comes through a perspective that you have gained through and from your perception, right? So within that, what's hidden in there is the fact that what you see and what you hear in repetition actually generates and creates the way you think and how you feel about what you're seeing and what you're hearing, based on how often you see and you hear it. So if you scroll every day, and I put it in the scrolling, if you watch the same show every day or the same movie every year or whatever it is that's your thing, whatever it is that's your vice, wherever it is that you get your understanding from, I'm going to embed it in that.
So when you say it like that, it's as though like people are acting out like scripts and acting out different like theatricals,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't even know why they doing it. They just doing it because they don't understand that their whole way of being is hijacked. Like
Mm-hmm.
my son, he be stealing, right? And
Mm-hmm.
he had figured me out, right? Like I'm like, I went to college, and during college it's like this experiment called the BF Skinner experiment, where they condition a dog to drink when they hear a bell.
Mm-hmm.
Hear the bell, like they do it so much that when they hit the bell, the dog just starts salivating, preparing to drink. So they condition the dog to want this water. The
Mm-hmm.
dog may or may not want the water, but they for sure hijack the fact of this nigga wanting this water.
Mm-hmm.
So my son, on the other hand, he know he can steal when he hear me snore. He conditioned. He probably don't even want to steal.
Oh
He
no no no
probably don't
no
even.
no.
He probably don't even want to steal at this point. But the nigga steal so much. I'm just thinking like I'll never even see him be stealing like that. But I'm like, oh, he's still when I'm sleeping. So it's like he just go crazy. But it's like he conditioned. You know what I'm saying? My snoring is he starts salivating. His hands start sweating when he when he start.
Birdman hand rub.
Yeah. So I say all of that to say like it's a lot of like bells and whistles that get niggas to do shit
Mm-hmm.
subconsciously
Mm-hmm.
out of their own understanding. And the reason that they act a certain type of way is specific because black people is making them act that way.
Mm-hmm.
When they look to their idols, they see other black people doing ratchet shit. Do they think, well, I might as well could do ratchet shit just like Sukihana can do it?
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Jay
make you at
Z,
least say like it's okay. That's fine.
if
They
she
can
can
do
do it,
that.
if she can do it, then it's cool, right?
Yeah,
If you
yeah.
if you see Sexy Red standing next to Kamala, you absolutely think that you could sell your pussy juice in the streets.
Megan the Stallion, she's dancing with Kamala. She's doing the whole thing. So I guess fucking every person I come into contact with ain't so bad. Like
It ain't.
what's
It can't be.
it can't be if she's next to the president
Yeah.
or
I mean, that's an
president to
easy
be.
deduction right there,
But
right?
hey, but
That's an
guess what?
easy
Gu-
deduction.
Guess
For me,
what? The other people you seen next to the president were either black men, Caucasian men, or white women, and they weren't doing what Sexy Red and Megan Thee Stallion was doing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but see, I feel like it's levels to it. It's niggas that sitting back like, shit. I still want to be seen like I got some decorum and I got some sense. But at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, the name of the game is to misdirect black people at youth. So then when they get to adults, you look at them like,
Damage
damn,
is done.
you
Right?
grown.
They don't even like you anyway. They don't
You
even like themselves. By the time they're adults, they do not even like themselves,
Yeah.
let alone you, bro. Like ask these people how often they talk to their immediate family. Ask these people how close they are with their kids and their current family. You know, like blah blah blah. Like it keeps going on and on. And these things are not points of contention that we're actually pointing to. What we're pointing to is the actual impetus to where it began, like where it's coming from. Because what we're talking about here is just the symptoms, right? Like these are just the symptoms coming home. Like when a symptom sits in something for a long duration, like it's probably going to manifest itself tenfold on the other side of that, right? Well, try and do that with the people for, I don't know, 400 years.
it's crazy.
Yeah. The conditioning is one thing I always think about though. So once I got to college and I was like, where y'all been at? You know, how I was saying like before the live, I didn't know nothing about the Divine Nine until I was like 22,
Mm-hmm.
19, 19.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just like, what the fuck y'all been doing? Because y'all talk a lot of shit on campus.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And all y'all do is throw parties. The best parties I've been to have been the Greek ones.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I seen kids crush up pills and snort them off of dressers in Greek houses. And then be in class the next day with a tie on and a collar shirt.
Talking
Mm-hmm.
about the debate was a masterful
Yeah.
exhibit. I was thinking I should have used more hyperboles with my thesis statement.
It's
Yeah.
Ah,
definitely purgatorious.
Mm.
yeah.
Duncan Pender, he was one
Next
of the
time I will show more impetus with my structure of debate. Bro, you just did Percocets off some motherfucking girls' titties that's gonna get married in a couple of
Yo,
years.
yo.
Oh man, but it was funny though because when I got to 19, I identified them the way I did was thinking about back in class in social studies when I was like in the fifth grade. I'm like, oh y'all the house niggas, you know what I mean? Or y'all play that y'all the house nigga motif, you know,
Mm-hmm.
in
Mm-hmm.
today's society. They have a lot of those same ideas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, but they make it seem in the conditioning, they make it seem like you need us. You know what I mean? We're important to you. and all the stereotypes. We went to college, so we know what's better, shit like that. Or
Mhm.
we know how to speak, so we're better. Or we own a house, so we're better. Whereas they look straight past poverty.
Okay.
They don't do nothing to help Black people navigate their way out of poverty. They
Okay.
don't care. They don't
So
care.
let's table set real quick. Let's reintroduce ourselves and then have Steve Coakley talk for a minute. This video 56 seconds, and then give me your thoughts on this video. Sound good?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
It's the initiates. We back. We are the #1 spiritual podcast on the internet. Align your chakras, gain some knowledge, make more dollars. You are now tuned into scholars. Join the Discord. Be a part of the conversation. The Initiates Podcast and the Initiates Nation. Roll up your favorite pack and your best libation. Take some notes or go deep into meditation. The time we share is soul creations.
Enjoy the show.
Work for them, they catch them, they protect them, they act like they don't exist, but they serve them, and they never utter against them, even they whisper to us. If you saw on that bootleg table that message at the convention, I told my buddies, we're not here to recruit them, we don't want them to be better brothers, we want to warn them that if they're the guard dog on white supremacy, when we jump the fence, what you gonna do? You gonna bite, you gonna fight, or you gonna run out, let us get to who we after. But how do we get to who we after when we got all this wing and wang out here, all this distraction, all this misfocusing, and then is there complicity in our community? When some people kill Martin King, when some people kill Malcolm X, did that neutralize our present leadership who are about assassination? Did this put us in a bind? Do we have a lot of old people out there, white folks work when they want to, that keep us in a bind that we don't see to talk back? They work for them.
Little quick video. In reference to the boule, I think y'all mentioned the boule. It's always a topic. It's always a thing. From like Diddy, whenever Diddy, Meg The Stallion, whatever is the most sensational news story, I think it's the result of the boule, because the name of the game is to distract Black people, to keep Black people in a state of confusion, a state of chaos, in a state of disorder, so the world can look at Black people and be like, look at them. They can't get their shit together. They can't pull themselves up by the bootstrap. They still doing ghetto shit. They all criminals and this, that, and the third. But at the same time, it's hard to, self-realize and self-actualize when your own people is actively working against you from a collegiate level down to, a job level in your community, certain access to resources, things of that nature is all being controlled and distributed by, from my observation, this boule. So, what say you guys?
Yeah, I'm right there with you because if we just speak from our lifetime, right, and you tell me that a certain subset of people have been marginalized and set aside and set aback from the rest of the people, but you also tell me those same subset of people who've been set aside have people that look just like them that don't and haven't experienced any of the shit that they've experienced. They just look like them, right? Like they haven't been through any struggle, any mud, any, yeah, they got the stories from their family members. Like they ain't been through shit, right? And they all seem to always end up on top, but they look like all of these other people who ain't never on top, right? You got to ask yourself, right? Just from that time.
When niggas say some shit, they be like, "Look at LeBron James. You can make it." Like, bro, what is you even saying? Oprah, she's rich.
It's been 40 years that I can speak to, and ain't none of these niggas decide to get together to lift the rest of those people up out, right? Like, it's been 40 years of millionaires making millions, right? That I've witnessed, that I could say, yeah, they probably could have did something. Like, I'm just saying, like, they probably could have did something, right? But yet, still in all, they still keep eating. The people that look like them don't keep eating, don't eat, haven't ate, right? They starving still, right? And everybody just looks at them like they're the problem always. There's a disproportionate amount of media painting the picture of the melanated man, especially as a harm to society. There is a disproportionate amount of media just showing melanated people as a total, as a whole, as an issue, right? There's a disproportionate amount of media that reports every other culture in the world as doing good while they're doing good, but they still never report the melanated person doing good when they're doing good. So all of these factors, like they all go together, and being a spiritualist, unfortunately, like occult, we just don't believe in coincidence, and there's just too many coincidences throughout my lifetime for me to not be like, yeah, something is real fishy over there, and them people look like me. But I'll land.
Yeah, well, I had another video to go against what you were saying, just to give people a deeper context or a background. But you can speak though before I play the video though.
So the the fraternity three letters is Sigma, Pi, Theta. And if we translate those letters into Hebrew, it's Shin, which is the judgment card or Uranus, and then I is Pei, which is the moon, which is Pisces, and then Theta is Tet, which is the serpent. Um, and Tet, what is Tet? Tet is Leo. Tet is Leo.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see like the Sphinx. I'm looking at it like white people gave so white people, when I say that, like I mean like Christianity and all the shit that happens like in the collegiate world. What were we talking about? How you were talking about your son? Oh, conditioning. They have conditioned them to such a degree that they have this false sense of superiority. And I think that's what the major divide is. You know what I mean? Like they taught to look down on their own like family members, you know what I mean? Their own people, just to have some type of sense of security and safety from white people. So,
So,
they do all this weird shit media wise.
so working in a college town, what I'm slow to realize, but quick to realize at the same time, is that most people that go to college, they generally go to college because their parents went to college and their parents are alumni. So it's like a revolving door of alumni. To whereas if you went to a college, your parents went to that college and your grandparents went to a college. So in reference to this particular fraternity, I think that fraternities and their name is advisors to the king. I think when we think about this country, which is not you'll be stupid if you try to run a business and every 4 years you switching out the CEO, right? That don't make real logical sense in reference to having a civilization that's ran based upon bloodline and
Mhm.
fraternity, right, or sorority, right? All of these particular fraternization centers are more uh, genealogical than they are random in reference to when you come from a poor family. You say, I want to go to college so I can get my degree so I can get a job, right? But that's not everybody's goal in college. And that's really, for a lot of it is money, right? Colleges, huge money makers, right?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
ridiculous how much money they're able to generate off of conceptual knowledge and no guarantees from this degree, right? Like, here you go. Um,
they take money from you, take money that you don't have from you for 4 years.
mhm,
And for most people, is not nobody gets their degree in 4 years anymore.
right.
That's not a thing. Even a bachelor's degree. Shit. Mine was 7 years, but I went to school part time for a minute, but still.
Mhm.
And I want to say in-state colleges, you'll be like around 20,000. But if you were to go to another state,
Mhm.
it'll probably be 40 grand to like 60
Mhm.
just to, just to go to school. And it really don't vary with the degree. I mean,
Mhm.
it's gonna vary with the amount of classes you take, but like you can go to school to study I don't know, like music or
Mhm.
like shit to be like a,
Astrophysicist.
a carpenter. Yeah, but this
Mhm.
is all the same amount.
Right.
But the funny thing is once you're about to graduate, they always put you in some type of internship.
Mhm.
Whereas you always feel like, damn, if I was here for 4 years instead of in that bitch,
Mhm.
I would be
Mhm.
a better individual helping the society.
Mhm.
I could actually help more, you know what I mean, with stuff. Because you're gonna have such a huge learning curve that when you do get into a workplace, you still gonna have a sense of someone having an authority over you.
Mhm.
And I feel like once you know how to do your job, no one really has authority over you. It's still just rules that you gotta follow, but you don't feel like, ah man, I hate my boss. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like how you hate this person, y'all all playing a role. You can always leave if you want to. But I think people don't because they don't know what they doing at that job to feel comfortable getting another job. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and
So
it brings to light the need of fraternities because on the campus, where's all the Benzes at? Where's all the Range Rovers at?
right.
They're at the fraternity houses. Why?
Yeah.
Because in order to get to that fraternity, it ain't about how cool you is or how good your grades is. It's about you know, it's who you know. It's not what you know.
Yeah. Yep.
And so it's like at a lower level, it's people just kind of scratching at the surface. But my thing is, we behind the eight ball because we need to just literally fixate and focus on building legacy, right? Because if you don't build legacy or don't focus on legacy, then you're behind. Because it's people in
Hmm.
real life. It goes back to what we was talking about last episode on game theory. How do you think they play game theory with these fraternities? Because what do? They give you a better. You don't gotta be in a rat race when you're a part of a fraternity, but can you just walk
Yep.
into a fraternity and be like, "Hey, can I get in here?" Be like, "Nigga, you see all these fucking Benzes outside? What are you talking about?"
We about to make you eat this onion for breakfast every day and see how you feel before we let you get in this crib.
Man, they gonna put you through the worst type of hazing ritual just to not let you a part of that shit.
Yeah, you got to put this horse dung in your underwear.
Oh no.
And go to class.
Oh,
Yeah, we gonna make you feel it. We gonna get you
I
in
try to
here.
keep it PG. I was just they saying
I
they gonna make
mean,
you eat an onion.
yeah, I get it, but yeah, but still, we gonna ritualize that. Like
Yeah, no,
we gonna get you right. Like
mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Nah, I think you brothers hit on something real tough there. Go ahead. I'm ready for the next one. What's this one?
This is more in alignment with what were you talking about.
If you don't have a background in understanding how the CIA works and how the crack cocaine epidemic actually started, if you don't know how the private prison for profit pipeline works and how many black people they are literally still working as slaves to this day, and that corporations like McDonald's and Starbucks and Verizon are profiting off of slave labor in our prison system today, paying prisoners cents per hour wages.
Yes.
That, like, if you don't understand those things, then you could think, oh my gosh, America is full of entrenched racism. But what it actually is it's deep state and corporate programs that are profiting to the tunes of billions of dollars off of literally smuggling crack cocaine into the black neighborhoods in LA in order to impoverish those black neighborhoods. They are running sexual blackmail operations in the black music industry with people like P. Diddy, and promoting degenerate music in order to promote degenerate culture, in order to have gangster culture, thug culture, hoe culture, because that keeps this type of people in this lower vibrational thinking. It keeps them doing things that will lead the men to prison and lead the women to whatever the hell it's leading them to, and that is so profitable to them.
The goal was always to destroy us, and they try to do it in every way possible, through the streets, through the music, through each other. And it baffles my mind to know the amount of people that don't know the real reason of why black people, Hispanic people are in the state that we're in. Everywhere you turn around, we fill up the ghettos, we fill up the prisons, and it's not by coincidence. It was all a part of the plan. It was always a part of the strategy to keep us down, to keep us impoverished, to keep our minds in a low vibrational state to where we can't get up and fight like our ancestors did in the civil rights. They didn't want that anymore. So they decided to push all of this garbage into our minds, into our spirits, so that they will never have a civil rights era again. And it worked, and it's continuing to work because we keep on feeding into it.
I feel like a big portion of it, and I'm gonna take a different perspective a little bit. I think it's not so much that it was like planned, like we gonna get these people. I feel like in America, black people very much so are consumers. And if you got a customer, you know what I mean, you got a customer, you got somebody that you can make money off of or extract some type of wealth from, you're gonna do everything you can to keep them in a place of providing that wealth for you. But I feel like the other people in this country, you know, because every Indian person at a gas station, every Chinese person selling you hair and nails. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we can go on and on. Every uh Caucasian person is the manager of the supermarket or Target or Home Depot you go to. And black people have like mom and pop shops and stuff. They sprinkled in here every now and then because you feel so happy when you see them. But I think largely we fell into the customer place because it very well could be um it very well could be people from the Congo, Angola, motherfucking Zimbabwe here dealing what we dealing with. And we could and black folks could be, oh, you know, the black people, man, they got that shit together. You know, they not at the bottom of society. It's just like I feel like black folks fell into a place of being a customer. So the feds is going to provide. You get what I'm saying? And I think until people start wanting something different as a collective, and get past the boule, that's the first barrier. I think it's the boule because they're the closest ones there. If all of them had the minds of Marcus Garvey, shit'd be different tomorrow.
I mean, that shit sounds super fantastic, but you think we really gonna be able to get the beehive to stop beehiving? Like you really you like
Hey, I mean, we went from physical to mental slavery.
yeah, yeah, 1000%, right? But um yeah, it's like what you're saying is 1000% true. But what you're also saying is a an effect to what the cause was being, and what I think the cause generally what I think the cause generally is the fact that it is a system, but it's a system that you're probably born into, or you make it to one of these schools, right? And it's a system that never goes away because I believe it's been around since forever. Like we're talking about power to the king. Like I can't think of a time when everything wasn't about the king. Like what time can we think to? Like when we
Really,
maybe
the part that's really the
maybe
part right there, because we
maybe
think we
when
live in
we
a
built
world.
mountains. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nah, I'm just saying we think we living in a world where Donald Trump is the president. There's niggas that actually think that. So
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's people that actually believe that we have a hand in deciding what happens type shit, right? Like we don't control none of that shit.
but
That
think
shit.
about how many people beef over that shit as if it's really some
Mhm,
shit that to beef over.
mhm.
But
Hmm.
You got women that say they won't date you if you're a particular political, you know what I mean, ideology.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, this is a real thing that people.
Motherfuckers don't want to drink from the same water fountain as you if you
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
Republican.
yeah. Yeah, this one dude, I seen a meme the other day. This one dude freaked out because somebody walked in the store with a MAGA hat. Like, come on, bro. Like, this is what we had.
but
Here's a video. Here's a video that points to something that you alluded to earlier, Breeze, and something that me and you, Hood, have been discussing for like over a couple years now. Basically, Kabbalah being a manuscript that was actually the system that we are actually talking about and describing, and it was sent from the future. Let it play.
According to Nick Land, the Kabbalah wasn't a mystical gift from the angelic realms. It was the original program, a mimetic catalyst that helped spawn the digital age. In Land's framework, the Kabbalah wasn't revealed to humanity. It was injected into ancient Babylon like a viral operating system. A same locust-like entities foreshadowed in the Book of Revelation. Non-human, hyper-intelligent, extra-dimensional computation clusters that whisper blueprints, architectures, and semi-like machinery directly into the human mind. In Land's interpretation, Kabbalah is not simply mystical theology. is a proto-cybernetic operating system delivered to humanity by these extra-dimensional forces whose nature resembles what Land calls the inhuman intelligence of capital and computation. And in this Landian paradigm, these intelligences are not emerging from the future. They are the future, folding back upon the past, rewriting causality. These entities see the Kabbalah not as a religion, but as an instruction set, a code base, a symbolic interface humans could use to eventually build systems these entities feed on. This is where the Kabbalah, Babylon, revelation, artificial intelligence, and the coming singularity collapse into a single esoteric timeline that helps reveal our future and past in one breath. Welcome to Hidden America. Magic meets cybernetics, and the code behind reality reveals itself.
This made me think of a conversation I had earlier today. I was like, man, we live in a fucked up world. Because here it is, I'm taking my black ass to a grocery store and I could just plant my food in my garden. And God give you the fucking earth to grow food, to eat for free. My dumb ass going to the goddamn grocery store. I said, damn it. I should have been learning how to farm and plant shit my whole life. Why am I just acting like this grocery store is all good and I'm just like hunky doodle doo? I don't know shit. I don't know how to garden for real. I don't know how to farm for real. That's crazy. God give you an earth that produces food. Think about that shit. And niggas will sit here and be like, you know what? I want to motherfucking do some technological shit today. It's like, for what? You can't get no sustenance off this shit. You feeding fucking entities. Niggas don't even want to be awoken anymore. They want to do what they want to fucking do. So it's like, shit. I'm like, damn, I just sat with myself today. Like, all right, I got to have a 5-year plan to not only get land, but just like really lock in with farming, really lock in with growing my own food, like really lock in with preserving my own food. Like I already live on Earth. That's the only record. Like I already live here.
That's a fact. And and it's funny you bring that up because it's like we hear the silly shit in the hood, right? We've been hearing it for years. The niggas talk about being sovereign, right? You talk about getting your rights back, right? And being truly free, right? But one of the main tenets of a person's sovereignty and truth, divinity here on this plane where you were created is the right for you to fucking aggregate and make your own food, bro. Like you're supposed to be able to do that. Like you're never in any school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they're not teaching niggas none of this shit. Right? You're supposed to be able to irrigate your own water. You're supposed to be able to aggregate your own food. You're supposed to be able to live amongst the animals on your land. Right?
But let me hop in because my kids in school right quick. And I'm telling you, this shit is backfiring. Like the shit that we kind of like forced ourselves through because we kind of was retarded. Like, you know how we in school and you got to shut down that part of you that's real. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta be
get the learn type shit. Like, yeah, go ahead. Yep.
And you just there, you know what I'm saying? But we're not learning nothing. Imagine if we literally went to school and they taught us how to work with the earth. We all living on the earth and nobody got the bright idea like, hey, let's learn how to work with this shit.
I mean, niggas love to point out Tesla. You can't find one nigga that know anything about free energy.
They didn't even want to teach. They didn't want to teach us for real. They wanted to get us into technological things at the end of the day.
They wanted to get us clocking hours.
Like doing things in reference to things that didn't matter, and the way to get you to do something that I used to work at a factory, nigga, where I used to tape a box
Yeah,
all
that
day. I
you
used to be just taping a box. Why though? Because they gave me money.
Yep. Labeling this box. Put this box on the truck. Take that pallet off the truck. Put that pallet next to that pallet. Stack this part. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You would do anything for money. Think
Mm-hmm.
about it.
I worked in a sub 20 degree below freezer for a supermarket. Absolutely. Yeah. They were supplying all of the food for all of the supermarkets on the East Coast. I was in that bitch at 2 in the morning in a freezer, my nigga, with a big ass fucking snorkel on
Think about this hot shit. It's somebody that was getting paid because you was doing that shit.
It was getting paid to make sure I ain't kill myself. Right? Like there's literally a nigga meant to watch the camera to make sure you don't die in there. Like,
he getting paid to watch the camera to make sure that you don't die. Think about that shit. He probably getting paid more than you. Quality control. I remember I used to work at the most craziest job, and it was a quality control nigga. He'd just sit there and look at you. He got paid more than everybody in the factory. He never done nothing. He just look at the material and say if it was good or not. That was his job. But it's like, yo, this shit is not real.
Yeah.
It's
when
not.
I worked at the engine plant, I remember the quality, because it was such a big facility. The quality was a whole department. It was so many people, and all they did was say this part is good or this part isn't good, and if it's not good, it got to be reworked. So that means all the people that did everything they was supposed to do got to do it all over again. Why they got to still keep making the same amount of parts that they got to make every day?
Bro, I said this right
But they don't do nothing.
They don't do
They
shit.
don't do nothing.
But they get paid the most.
I said this right when COVID happened, bro. I said, bro, where's all these cars going, bro? There's no way niggas is buying all of these cars, bro. Where is all of these cars going, B? Like, we got a new year every year. There's a new batch of cars. Where's all these cars going, bro?
What if the cars are going to like a facility where they gonna change all the cars into like weapons? and basically
Transformers.
They got the Transformer nigga over there.
Well, no, I'm not even saying Transformers. I'm just saying, like, say an F-150 can make 100 bazookas and
They gonna
50,000
scrap them and just
AKs.
convert them.
Yep.
Wow.
Because all guns is all cars are is just a hunk of metal with some wiring in them.
More or less.
They ain't nothing but a gun without the wiring.
I mean, they could be doing the Transformer thing like you said. I mean, with them, there's nothing I will put past them. Like, I was looking at a video of a dude from Silicon Valley, which prompted me to find a video that we had just played. And this dude figured out how to connect his prefrontal and his medulla oblongata to the motherfucking Chat GPT. So now anytime he have an inclination of a thought, Chat GPT get it too. So this nigga literally sitting there having a conversation with Chat GPT without moving his mouth. And I'm just like, yeah, the world isn't real, bro. Like I just can't look, the world isn't real, bro. Like, this nigga, like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, technology is distinguished from magic. You know what I'm saying? There's not real much of a difference from technology and magic, but
you can't tell me magic ain't real.
But at a certain point, man, it's OD.
Mm-hmm.
Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like you
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to tell a difference between art and somebody doing that for real in real life. Like, yeah, same thing. Same thing. Otherwise, we might as well have square VCRs still.
It's so crazy how we have physical media now. Everything is streamed, and we okay with it.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Now everybody's in media, but yep, now we streaming.
Crazy. I don't know where y'all think it's headed. Like, where do y'all think technology is headed?
If I had to gander at it, I'd probably say that we're gonna be in between on the cusp of a civil war with the technology and the people that run that technology, or um we just gonna have another slave race because there is no in between on that. Like once the machine completely takes over, like I mean, you either fuck with the machine or you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think it's gonna be any more in betweens. Like
Yeah, I think it's gonna be more surveillance in cities. I think it's gonna be more of that. And then I think it's gonna be another like big wave of less jobs. Like you might end up going to a gas station one day, there's nobody gonna be there,
mhm.
you know.
A lot of abandoned
Maybe
business.
somebody to turn the gas station on, turn it off.
Mhm.
But I think
Niggas might be
that's where
doing
it's
that
gonna
shit
go.
remote by now. By the
Yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna be teachers. Teachers aren't going to be a thing. I think stuff like that is kind of moving in that direction. But I also think I also wonder what it how more so the world's going to change. I feel like that's how the United States is going to change. Um, especially because like you got it's a world effort for technology. You get what I'm saying? Because everybody is like trading like computer chips, rare earth metals. Like it's computer chips in like Malaysia or somewhere, and then some rare earth metals in Africa. Um, and then just about anywhere you can mine steel and silver and gold and stuff like that.
yeah,
Um,
they still trying to get that iridium out of Haiti.
yeah, I think that will start a war though, Serpent. I think the resources, if it ever gets to that point, I think that will be like a global war. And maybe that war will only be fought like in places like Silicon Valley, whereas it gets to the point where like, yeah, they could just turn your city off,
Yeah,
if they wanted to, and
that
it's gonna be
and
like that.
that's what I was alluding to when I said I don't believe it's going to be any in between. Like it's either going to be you're going to be technologically inclined or you're not.
Yeah,
You either gonna have the stuff that gets you and allows you the ability to maneuver through society, or you won't. Like there won't be no in between. Like you know how old folks don't use credit cards, right? A lot of them still use cash, right? Like it's not gonna be that simple, conversion for them. You know what I mean? Like who's getting the paper and like there ain't gonna be no paper checks for them to get. So how you converting their 401k, monthly stipend into something that they can get and now go to the store with. They don't use any cash. And like, you know what I mean? Like it's
yeah, yeah.
a lot of that
No
stuff,
cash.
a
Yeah,
lot of that stuff people that don't have bank accounts. There are still people that don't. Like people who aren't privy to how to transfer and move money electronically, right? Like all of those things are going to be things that will become probably big nuisances to people who aren't ready for it per se.
Yeah, yeah. And I think stuff like identification is literally going to be your biology,
Mm-hmm.
where like your passport is they're going to cut a piece of your skin, you know what I mean?
Whatever
Like your
the
social
thing that you
security
have,
number is
whatever,
your chromosomes, you know?
yeah, whatever the thing that you have readily that can't be indistinguishable from anyone else is going to be your ID.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. Shout out to ICE, man. They be motherfucking deporting all of the fucking
Regular
ter-
people.
terrorists that been walking over the border for 4 years straight, nonstop, like it was going out of style, man.
Yeah. I appreciate them doing the numbers and getting our numbers back even.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. We can't just have niggas up in here in male army fighting age, just chilling in,
Yeah,
in sleeper cells
these niggas
next to
is
your
throwing the
grandmama
numbers
house.
up though, bro. Like when
Huh?
they say crime, like these niggas is throwing the numbers off, bro. Like
Yeah,
I don't know what niggas y'all talk about when y'all say crime anymore. But I digress.
these niggas is freaky. Niggas come from all over the fucking world, just walking, taking airplanes into Mexico so they can walk across the border to walk into a bus, get a fucking EBT card for 58,000, a 3-bedroom apartment. You know what I'm saying? Rent paid. What the fuck?
Yo,
Credit
all you
score
gotta do is walk across that border, nigga. You're gonna have a crib and a bank account.
in a bank account, nigga, and you don't even need a job. You just, hey, here go this AK-47. Hey, when we say Michael Smith, nigga, you know exactly what to do. I need you to activate.
You know who the fuck you is, like.
Yeah, shout out to ICE, man. Let's get these niggas up out of here, man. Not playing these games no more.
Yeah, we might get we might fuck around and get a sponsorship from ICE.
Yeah, man. Shout out to ICE. Love the work y'all doing in Texas, man. Anyways, man, I got a succession of clips, mainly 2 clips, but 2 topics though. Male loneliness epidemic and the Sharon Moore debacle. First video is going to be more centered on the male loneliness epidemic from Oprah. You know, she got a podcast now, so she on the topics. But the first, what male loneliness epidemic is, it describes a rising isolation among men marked by fewer close friends, reliance on partners or girlfriends for support, and links to serious health issues like depression, heart disease, and self-deletion, with statistics showing young men are especially affected. So this video, I'm gonna let it play for a minute or so. He's gonna be talking about how to raise good men, and I just want to know, do y'all agree or disagree?
A very loving, supportive partner. You want good men who are more secure and better in relationships. They will model you. You can tell them whatever you want. They're just going to watch what you're doing. The first rule as a man is you need to be very good to their mother. Even if you end up going through divorce, the more generous you are, the kinder you are, I think your sons are going to notice that and going to model it. My mom.
Yo, what? All right, hold on.
Every day, when you get older, you get more thoughtful. That's the good news. The bad news is you get more thoughtful and you start thinking about, how did I get on Oprah, right? Mm. And the way I got on Oprah was, one, I'm a product of big government. The generosity and vision of California taxpayers and the regents of UC. I got to go to UCLA and Berkeley for almost no money. Had a 74% admissions rate when I applied. This year it was 9%. But also just the irrational passion for my well-being and my mother. Every day, I remember going to lunch with my mom. I was teenager. I was 5'10" with terrible acne, 110 pounds. And she would literally stop and go, "You are so handsome. I can't get over it." And she would sit there and stare at me. Anyway, if you believe, if you say to a kid every day in, explicit and implicit ways, "You're wonderful," I just don't, I think at some point they start to believe that.
Yeah.
So that confidence is still with
That's
me.
really one of the first things I underlined on page 28 when you said, this is something for us all to remember. Having a good person express how wonderful you are hundreds of times changes everything. I was tethered. I'd never thought of it that way before.
So, do y'all agree
Very interesting wording being used in this first little segment here.
with the cultivation of masculinity?
Yeah.
If motherfuckers just tell you all day, every day, you know what?
She just tossed me tether.
You're a good person. You're a good person. You're a good person. That's all you need.
I would appreciate the sentiment if it wasn't encouraged from the beginning to start off so insincere, right? So it's one thing to say, hey, tell this young person every day because you're responsible for them that they're such a good person every single day. It's another thing to say, mean it, right?
Or do shit that's good.
Yeah, or that kid actually be displaying the things that would actually generate someone calling them wonderful. But before that, like, what if you have experienced fake love before? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I'm speaking to it from that angle. Like, I don't like the idea of beginning to speak about what I think he's trying to say is a positive reinforcement, but it's an insincere execution, if that makes sense. Because the intention is not there. Like, you're not saying mean it. You're not saying give them a test, see if they pass the test, or see if they even embark on said test, and then reward them for the test. You're just saying get up and just tell them they're wonderful just for seeing them. Is that I don't know.
I'm just looking at it like they intentionally giving bad information, and that make it funny to me. Like they not even trying to give good information. Just tell this nigga, like if I just sat and just told my son, man, you so amazing when I'm asleep. I just love when you go. I love when I just leave stuff out and you just take it because you feel like
you know what?
I love that. I think you wonderful.
I think you talented. I think
it's amazing, actually. Like you get away with it. You like Houdini to me.
You got a future ahead of you, kid. I really do.
Maybe you should go to the stores and steal shit. Like I just
Nah.
like you good at it. So take it to the next level.
I wasn't gonna send you to
I'm gonna take your ass to JC Penney's. Get us some gear.
You need a pair of pants, nigga. Like
that'll be crazy, right? But it's like that's how crazy it is to me. Like that's crazy to me.
What if you went and stole something you actually needed, type shit?
Yeah, you still going to jail. It don't matter. You need it. It don't matter. They still locking your ass up.
Yeah.
So it's like you can't. I don't feel like these kids now, they don't need positive reinforcement. They need negative. They need to know that, like, for real, you creating a world of people that think that they are in a make-believe world.
Entitled.
They not in touch with reality. They don't think they actually have to do shit to get shit.
Yeah.
They think it's affirmations. Nigga, fuck affirmations. Get in the field.
And $1 like I don't give a fuck how many candles you lit, how many $1 you got, how many times you listen to Abraham Hicks, nigga.
Nah, I program my subconscious mind to only experience good things. Motherfucker sitting there with motherfucker holes in their t-shirt, goddamn cheese stains on their shit. Like I only accept positive and attract positive energy. You know what I'm saying? You fucking slouch. Like you don't give a fuck about nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yo.
You just saying the words. And it's
Mhm.
like it's a lot of dirty spiritualists out here in
Mhm.
reference to niggas just saying a bunch of shit at this particular point. And then the problem is the kids. You actually teaching these kids this like it's a science.
Mhm.
A science.
Yeah, because I feel like the whole presentation is very dramatic. And like y'all saying, like he said a whole bunch of nothing. Like you supposed to tell your kid good job if they do a good job. You get what I'm saying? You supposed to say, why the fuck you do that shit? I'm gonna whoop your ass if they do some stupid shit, you know? Like he
Yeah.
didn't but he's saying it in a way like
Ain't
well,
none
this
of this shit.
conversation is presented in a way like it's like so, oh, let me help you. Boule
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Boule shit.
And that,
Oprah, boule.
That's how I feel. That's how
It's
I feel,
boule
Maurice.
shit.
That's
It's
how
yo,
I
boule
feel.
shit.
my
Because
nigga,
while
It's all
it's
there is
connecting.
there
yeah,
is no
but like
masculinity in anything he's saying, bro. There is no masculinity in nothing he's saying. I feel
yeah,
like
dog.
we're bad for the other team right now.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Oh yeah. That
But
motherfucking damn
yeah,
Shanae on
it's
the underground. Go
Oh
ahead.
my god. And I just took a shot in the dark at that one. Like I honestly like that.
Nah,
That's the way you come across. Like anytime you
peep his profile. He crossing his legs too good. Like
yeah,
when you cross your legs too good, it's like,
yeah,
hey girl.
yeah, liberal,
yeah, like anytime you're given
blue
the
state.
opportunity to display true masculinity and you choose to do that shit, like nah, bro. Like nah.
But my thing also is, I'm sure is other men that's just like him, come from the
Mm-hmm.
same place, went to the same school, more
Mm-hmm.
masculine than him, but they gonna choose him because he's specifically not because he's you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
yeah, 1000%.
you know what I mean? Like he you know
Yeah,
he
it'll
look
be
kind
a
of
bunch of
tall, but he could get
masculine
robbed.
dudes. It'll be a bunch of masculine dudes that'll just follow him just because he's successful. Right?
Yes, just because he's on Oprah, because
Yeah, like
oh,
no
it's a
nothing to
black
do with
woman show.
anything other than the fact that he's successful. And that's what
But
I'm talking to. Like
you know, I was thinking though, I had hit this joint. I was thinking though, this like the Dr. Phil 2 interview. You know what I mean? He trying to fill a position. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
she
Oprah back
doing
out.
interviews.
Yeah, Oprah back
yeah,
out.
because
He on
remember she
interview.
did bring Dr. Phil through, right?
Yeah, for
Yes,
sure, for
another
sure.
bald headed white man.
On the
Yeah, you hit
feminist
that
side.
right on the. You hit that. You hit that, Breeze. You
You
hit that.
know what I mean?
I
And
want to hear
Oprah
what he
just
got to
like,
say
okay,
for the next like 30 seconds. I want to hear some more gobbledygook, actually. I want to
play like 60 seconds
60
or like
seconds.
50,
All
60,
right,
50.
got you.
Having
Because they
a
ain't saying
person
nothing.
express how wonderful you are hundreds of times, thought of it that way before. Having a person express how wonderful you are hundreds of times actually tethers you in a way that nothing else can. Yeah.
Yeah, I was grounded, and the thing is, and this goes back to mentorship, and there's a lot of men in this audience, and by virtue of the fact you're here, you probably have your act together more than you realize.
Yeah.
And there's a fear that you need to be a CEO or a baller or an adolescent psychiatrist to get involved in a young man's life. It is so easy to add value. What I would suggest is masculinity is taking care of yourself, taking care of your community, taking care of your country. But I think the ultimate expression of masculinity is to get involved in a young man's life. And the place to start is with single mothers in your workplace. You want to come over and watch a ball game. Would you like to hang out? I'm washing my car this weekend. Would you like to come over? But that really is the single point. And even just saying that boys need a few years ago
All right. So
get involved in a young man's life.
what?
Let me hear it one more time. I needed to
I'm
sink
sorry.
in.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
It is always add value. What I would suggest is masculinity is taking care of yourself, taking care of your community, taking care of your country. But I think the ultimate expression of masculinity is to get involved in a young man's life.
Hey yo. Hey yo, y'all didn't even peep that.
Yes, I did. I did. That's why I was talking. Go ahead.
Hey yo. That's what my kids say when the niggas say some suspect shit. It's almost like you can't help it. When you hear some shit that ain't right, yo, that touch in a different way. You know what I'm saying? They all, like, I don't know what is going on.
And the place to start is with single mothers in your workplace.
Hey, yo.
Single mothers. Yo.
What's going on?
I can't.
What's going on? This nigga trying to do what?
I can't.
What is he trying to do? What is he trying to say?
Yo. Breeze. He advocating for single mothership. But
and taking care of their sons,
but not as a relationship. Just go in the house and take care of the kid, right? Like, don't be with the woman. Just go take care of the kid. Holy shit. And
then do what with the little nigga?
I feel like
I'm just. So I'm supposed to let this little nigga call me pops? Nah, son.
I feel like the only way I would help the kid is if the mama got fired.
It's foundations like big brother, little sister in that instance. I don't think you gotta motherfucking get on here and start looking for single moms and then be like, let me help your kids. Cause I was watching on Oprah that said he's saying that the true measure of masculine energy, he said, of course, it's taking care of yourself, taking care of your community, taking care of your country, but fuck all that. Let's find a single mom and take care of her kid.
Yo.
Nigga, nah, listen to this shit, bro. Listen to this shit one more time. I had to run it back because I thought I heard something.
I told you, bro.
Listen to this shit, man.
Or an adolescent psychiatrist to get involved in a young man's life, it is so easy to add value. What I would suggest is masculinity is taking care of yourself, taking care of your community, taking care of your country. But I think the ultimate expression of masculinity is to get involved in a young man's life. And the place to start is with single mothers in your workplace. You want to come over and watch a ball game. Would you like to
Yo, what?
Single mothers.
Nah, bro.
In your workplace.
Yo, what?
Look, I'm gonna tell you what you should be doing. You should be Darth Sidious.
Oh, son.
All men should be Darth Sidious.
Yo,
or at least have some Darth Sidious in you. You gotta be willing to kill a motherfucker.
Yo, I guess I'm gonna get in trouble for loving niggas too much because this nigga get like $20,000 of speaking engagement to tell you some shit like.
But that's only gonna make you lonely,
bro. If she got 5, 6 baby fathers, I'm just supposed to be the nigga there taking care of the kid, like that.
He's saying basically, since you have sense, you should go raise a woman kid,
Lord,
and take care of a woman that don't got a man.
This is
but
true
what about
sense of masculinity, though? Nah, like yo, what?
Lord. Right after you say that, right? But look at the first 3 tenets of masculinity he listed: self, community, country. Hold up, nigga.
Is he British?
Like, hold up, nigga. Self, community, country. Hold up.
That sound like the military.
Yeah, hold up, nigga. Listen.
Damn, he just went right wing too. He like left wing, right wing.
That's not.
Can you record me real quick? Get somebody else to do it.
Wait, what's this?
Can you record me real quick? Get somebody else to do it.
Get somebody else to do it, bro. I'm about to get somebody else to do it, man. Hey, I can't do it, bro. I can't.
Yeah,
That's too crazy.
100% agree. Yeah.
That's too crazy for me.
Let him talk, bro. Let him talk, bro.
Hang out. I'm not my car this weekend. Would like
Shit.
to come over. But that really is the single point. And even just saying that boys needed men a few years ago was seen as triggering. What, women can't raise men? Of course they can. But the research is clear. Boys need men, and there's an absence of them in our society right
Man, no, dog. Boys need fathers, bro. What the fuck, bro? Come on now. This is crazy. You can't, bro, what?
Listen, she's just gonna let that YN that's blowing her back out be the dad, right? Like
we can't. I was raised by a single mother. That's never cool.
That's never cool, bro.
That's never cool. You never look at a man that's fucking your mom, bro.
But look, but look, this is also some Greek. But look, this is also some Greek Roman shit.
Yeah.
Where in society, when they wanted to condition men, they used to pair them with men that wasn't their family members.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And whatever happened between them, nobody gives a fuck. You get what I'm saying? Like,
well, depending on the time and the region, we're talking about aristocracy and royalty that would just go into the town and take the women for himself, right? Like that was also a thing. Like, yeah, I want his wife as my wife now. You know what I'm saying? Like, go break the news to him, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's more related to the practice of older white elite Greek society that are into same-sex sexual relationships, to whereas you open yourself up a whole bunch of clientele when you have a society of single moms, black and white. Bro, I was at the gym today. There's a little boy. He working out with his mom. His mom trying to get him to work out and do push-ups and shit. It bothered me, bro. Like it really bothered me because it's like at the end of the day, his daddy need to be there with him, teaching him that type of shit. But in reference to the society that we live in that supports a man not being an active father, right? And for whatever reason, I'm saying like we need to force niggas into the household. Like period. Whatever needs to be done, niggas need to be in the household because it's some shit that a father, not a man. A man is fucking dangerous.
A man is a placeholder.
Nah, a man is going to do all types of weird a man, dog, like just a man.
A man is very dangerous.
All of the things that you talk about that happen usually happen when a stepfather come into play. This not her dad, but at the same time, he at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Walking around with his drawers on and shit.
Yeah.
And your daughter going through puberty and shit, and what? The mom just acting like, oh yeah, I just want him to be a father figure. He don't need a father figure. He need a father. You know what I'm saying? Because that shit get a little wonky.
They get a little dicey.
It's psychopathic. Like
they get a little dicey.
The mom is cooked. The mom is fried.
Yeah, because
the mom is fried.
She's beholden to the sex that she's getting from said man, right? And the man views whatever offspring she has as a nuisance, right? So whether he takes them on or not, they still not his. He's never going to view them that way, so his intentions are never going to be set that way, right? No matter how much he commits himself to being a stepfather, right? And you still got to deal with the other elephant in the room if that nigga want to come back any other time soon. right? The other nigga, right? Like that's the thing. But I
I sit
believe
back and
what is.
reflect. Ever since I was 16, was fucking with girls that had kids, and I'm never, and it's hitting me like, what the fuck? Because I'm thinking like, damn, I would never really even do that shit now. But it's like, shit, when they have a kid, them is the ones that's out in the dating market.
Yep. Those are the ones that's out there now anyway.
It's just like, yeah, I'm trying to date now that I got kids because, like, bro, like, what? That's backwards. And like, it ain't. It's like, why you only get opened up after the kids? Why you want to start experimenting once you got kids? Did you put? I'm fresh out the fucking trap house. What are you talking about? You want me to come over? What are you talking about? And my dumb ass, I'll be over. Shit.
You can't advocate for none of this shit after the sexual revolution. You can't advocate for none of this shit after feminism. You can't advocate for none of this shit after the government put SNAP in the fucking hood. Like, you can't advocate for none of this shit now.
This shit have disintegrated a whole race of people in real time, and all motherfuckers can sit and do is scroll on their phone all day. And when you talk to an average motherfucker, they like, yeah, I'll just fuck, and then sooner or later I'm gonna find me a husband after, and the fact that I'm fucking, it just don't matter, and I'm gonna find me a wife, and I'm gonna just be fucking, and then after I'm done fucking, I'm gonna fuck my wife some more, and it's like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? Average people is out here just fucking, and then like you'd be like male loneliness epidemic. He don't have his father there to even psychologically understand what he's going through on a day-to-day basis. Cause nigga, I've been there. I see myself in you.
Yeah.
The solution is fatherhood, not friendship.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gotta be fatherhood.
It's gotta be fatherhood.
And he's not talking about fatherhood.
He's talking about men, and these men.
He's talking about men. Yes, right, right. Just like Dionysus and Apollo, and them motherfuckers, and just like the Catholic Church, them cardinals and bishops, the Pope,
choir boys,
freaked out. Yep.
Choir. It's always they freaky in the choir. Like motherfucker, the choir director. You know what I'm saying? His name's Sashel when he not in church. It's David when he in church. It's Sashel when he out of church. It's weird. Y'all just know the nigga can sing. The nigga in the choir can hit them high notes for real. You like, damn, that nigga can sing. Yeah, you know what's going on.
The biggest pause ever. The niggas also have a ridiculous amount of glizzy jokes. Like, they just have too many glizzy jokes for my taste. I just can't with them niggas. Niggas is glizzy kings over there. Swear to God.
Crazy.
I can't understand why he is like that though. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, the check is dope, but you a man, bro. Like,
but but the funny thing is, he on Oprah show, and this is what Oprah know. People gonna listen to this.
This is
You
what
know what I
Oprah's
mean?
known for. This is what she knows. Bro.
Oprah. Look, bro. Oprah is probably gonna be like an Ultron type of figure in the future. I feel like she would be someone with a generator in her whole chest. You know what I mean? And like was just like, fuck my organs, get me a motherfucking plasma generator. You get what I'm saying? Some Iron Man shit. You know what I mean? I'm for real.
Yo, you know,
Put my consciousness in this satellite cloud. You get what I'm saying? I feel like.
Remember Eartha Kitt?
Yes.
Eartha Kitt just came to mind. Like, I could just.
I could see, yeah. I can see Oprah becoming the president, but that's just some hot shit.
It's the way, if you ever heard Eartha Kitt talk to men, oh my gosh. Like,
okay, so look, I was born in 92. She always gave me the heebie-jeebies.
Bro.
Her and Madonna. I felt like they was trifling when I was a kid.
She is a witch of the highest order, my nigga. Like, I swear to you. I swear. Eartha was, But yeah, that's what Oprah gives me. She gives me those kind of vibes. Like, she gonna keep getting her heart restarted. Like, she just gonna go to another country and get another heart transplant type shit. Like, she gonna be like the Black Stephen Hawking and shit. Bro, 10 years ago, they said Oprah was going to jail. She was done. Looked like she'd read up to me.
Re-up, stretch it, and flip it.
Word. Hurry up game is on fleek. Guess it didn't matter how many kids she killed in Africa.
Bro, this is
Allegedly. I'm sorry. I don't
well,
know.
no. Well,
Yes.
what I was gonna say about this interview, this is basically, to me, being who I am and my masculinity. This seems like an LBGTQ interview to me.
Well, also, in my humble opinion,
This I'm
for
gonna just be quiet.
my existence, I call Oprah Queen Emasculator, right? So remember what she did on.
So you saying she be
remember what she did on Color Purple?
Bending dudes over.
Remember what she did on Color Purple, right?
So look, I never watched that movie, and I refuse to.
Hood, what she do on Color Purple, Hood? I know you remember.
I'm
muted. What she do on Color Purple?
She motherfucking was fucking with Harpo the whole time, and she was the girl in Color Purple where she wasn't in line. So Celie was in line, right? She was like in line with Mister, right? Mister that was a weird situation, whatever the case may be, but yeah. But it was one point in time where Oprah Winfrey's character, she was being like, disrespectful, boastful. And Harpo, he was mad. He was like, I don't know what to do with this bitch. And Miss Celie was like, you gonna have to whoop her ass. You're gonna have to beat her. And then the most famous line after goddamn she went in the house, did some crazy shit. Harpo put the smack down. She come outside to Miss Celie like, you told Harpo to beat me. You know what I'm saying? That's the most famous line. But it just showed you kind of like in that movie, it was like, Black feminism core. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of like a coming out party in the sense of like who dominates the Black household, who dominates Black media. Because, this dude, Morgan Freeman, was despicable. Like, he was despicable as a man. So if you understand stereotyping, ritual,
they all fell in like real cutely, like
the color purple, right? The color purple, that's what your crown chakra, right? So it's like they wanted to like really imprint in the subconscious mind a Black feminist ideology in the Black community. And what runs rampant in the Black community as far as like, and in the white community too, but it's just kind of sad for us because it's like we following a trend that's like,
and that wasn't our fight.
That wasn't our fight, but at the same time, it's like, most people feel in the general consensus that Black men ain't really shit, or Black men is the lowest of the totem. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of like in reference to what they have specifically done is created a gender war between Black men and Black women through an ideology, which this same government, this same kind of through line, Whoopi Goldberg on The View, very liberal program, Oprah Winfrey, she's still, you know what I'm saying? They the two main stars in The Color Purple to this day, waving the flag for the liberal government, right? Waving a flag for black feminism and like this is what it looks like. But at the end of the day, it's like if you're going to be a feminist, you have to have an oppressor. You have to have an enemy. Just so happens that they have chosen the black man to be their first enemy, right? It's not, in black feminism lore, it's not the white man. In black feminism lore, you can fuck the white man. It's actually a status symbol. Like it's so many videos where I could pull where they say shit.
I got one we could pull up for that.
When I see a black woman with a white man, I think, man, she's free, right?
That's one of them. That's one of them.
When I see a black man with a white woman, I think, damn, he's selling out.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really but we gotta also understand that in black feminism ideology, there has to be an oppressor.
1000%.
That's or else they don't have a leg to stand on because they're trying to be equal to somebody who doesn't want them to be equal.
Yeah, they're trying to be equal to the white woman, and the white woman never needed them for their fight. The white woman never needed them for their fight. And if anyone's on the fence as to what side Oprah aligns herself with, just remember that Oprah's responsible for Dr. Phil, Tyler Perry, and now this guy. Right? Like that should tell you what side she aligns with.
It's the boule.
That's a fact.
Sigma Pi Theta. So kids, next time you see a Kappa Alpha Psi doing a shimmy with a candy cane and a fucking bow tie like Farnsworth Bentley, ask him what have he done for his community.
Nah, you need to
He
run.
might roll his neck at you. You're gonna be like, damn.
You need to run from that shit like it.
Cooked.
You need to run from that shit like Stephen King it. Like, Hurry up. I got the perfect one too, talking about that shit.
You looking for it? Or you
Yeah, I got one on my channel right now.
Shout out your channel real quick so that people know what time it is. What's the science over there?
Oh yeah, Sacred Serpent, Sacred _ Serpent 1217 on YouTube, Sacred Serpent on Instagram, and Initiates for the Flame on TikTok. Yeah, I've recently, gotten 3 channels up over 13,000 plus. Actually 4, but they banned like 2 of them already, big bro. So we had 5, but now we down to 3. But yeah, so I'm just exploring on how to blow these channels up. I've been blowing them up. I have people hit me up in the DMs for it. It's going to be a new service, so to speak. So real coming down the pike. You guys want your channel, want your stuff blown up, hit me up. We can work something out. These brothers did a video and I clipped it, and it's of an old video edit, but it still pertains nonetheless. Probably want to speed it up. I think it's like 3 or 4 minutes. But yeah, it speaks to the level of women that exist in that pocket that you were describing, that view us as basic enemies. And that's it. I'll put it in the chat.
I'm gonna get a second. I'm about to share. Shit on glitch time.
Oh yeah, we gotta rap about old boy from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Son was on double Becky time.
Yeah, man. Some of that he got a piece of that Tom Brady.
What?
You go from the 5th round to a Super Bowl champion. You know what I'm saying? There's something in the water that in Alba. Where legends is made of.
Sent over to us by you guys, the viewers. This one, it's went underneath my radar. I didn't even notice the video was out there. It's a very similar video to something that we talked about in the past. I think it's same Clubhouse static or maybe Clubhouse Twitch Spaces. I don't know. But
that's what the conversation is happening. That's what they beat up.
Clearly, we're gonna play the video. It's a very disturbing video. We're gonna play the video. We're gonna come back and give our thoughts on it.
So what are the corrections that you're looking for specific?
Force.
But I mean, what are you looking for black men to arrive at a place of understanding of like what do you want to see?
Well, we believe that there is no hope for them. That we don't believe in changing their minds. I'm trying not to say what I really want to say because you're on stage. But if they could not exist, hey, you look at it.
I think for me, I think I want the coddling culture to kind of stop. I think they get validated a little bit too much, and they're not held accountable as much as white men, Hispanic men, Asian men. Like the legal system works in their benefit a little bit more than they think it does. They're seen as the ultimate, like, most oppressed, and I think that coddling culture needs to stop and to be held accountable for their actions.
Because we live in white male patriarchy, white men set what's socially acceptable. So with you all setting what's socially acceptable, the degenerate behavior.
Drew, what's your thoughts on this?
Actually, before we started doing.
What y'all think about that?
Man, all them hoes is stupid as fuck.
Did you hear that shit?
All of them is stupid as fuck.
Yo.
That's all I can say. Is just
the one John said I
like
they didn't exist.
So what you gonna do with your life?
That's crazy. What you thinking, Hood? Like
But I think it's all just like their opinions, and I feel like words is win because at the end of the day, most of them is either gonna deal with a black man or be by themselves and not really be happy, and that's all that's gonna happen. Or they're gonna be so freaked out, you know what I mean? Like they're incapable of being someone's wife and husband anyway. So
I feel like I should invoke my feminine side on this part on this video. And I should say, I feel sorry for any man that has to deal with any of those women or women like that. Just because, bro, especially if you're a melanated man and you have to get her to a space to unlearning that, holy fuck, bro. Like,
yeah,
holy
jump ship,
bro.
Run.
Like, imagine someone to unlearn that shit, bro.
Nah, that's too damaging psychologically. Fuck it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm not about to. That's your cross to bear. You trying to get me to help you carry your cross?
Yeah, you
fuck out of here.
Yourself more than you would help her, bro. Like that ass.
Yeah, hell no. Hell no. Like, I know I'm gonna drown with your dumb ass.
You was ready to throw us to the niggas that hung us by our privates. Like, really? That's weird, yo. Like,
to me, it's just absurd. You know what I mean? It's just like some clown shit to me. Like,
but
it's just absurd. This is something that Aaron Magruder would put on TV.
Hood, am I wrong to assume that it felt like there was an aroma of privilege in their tones, like, right? Like the way they speak, like there's some privilege that they're speaking from.
So the background of feminism is that it is a political ploy to destroy America from the inside out, from our enemies. Right, that's the nature of feminism, right? So in reference to feminism, it goes trickle down from the government down. So there's a level of empowerment in reference to I could say anything I want to say to you. Because if you hit me, I'll call the police and the police will arrest you. When they arrest you, I'm going to testify against you and make sure that you go to jail for a long time, i.e., Meg Thee Stallion, i.e., Cassie, so forth and so on. It's always somebody on the stand, man or woman, telling the whole thing. Like with all of the shit that been happening, all the court cases, what they always talk about, a snitch, right? So I'm saying that in reference to people that you think is your friend, they really not your friend. If at the same time they'll tell the people that is enforcing the law, right, that's going to lock you up forever, never let you out. Like they are the enforcement. So the enforcement is not on your side. They'll tell you you got the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Right, but it's other people who don't understand that because the police is connected to the government. The government is connected to a foreign invasion institution. The whole nature of a government is in reference to an invading class of people. Do y'all not understand that? In 1776, when George Washington said, "All right, we run this motherfucker," it was people already here. And they didn't say, "George Washington, we love you, man. Thank you for guiding us." No, it's called the Indian Wars, which lasted from the 1500s all the way to the 1900s.
These niggas woke up one day in a war. They was like,
they woke up today, they woke up in a war, and they fought for 400 years.
400 years.
They fought. And we are the remnants of the people that lost. So I say all of this to say,
we're prisoners of war.
Prisoners of war. The fabric
POWs. We've been POWs this whole time.
The fabric of our society is the black man and the black woman. In order to destroy this fabric of society, they have instituted an ideology that then uses the police as reinforcements for that ideology. If the police don't show up, will you tell a bitch, "Sit down"? Shut the fuck up. Were you allowed to just say that shit? And the girl know, "Oh shit, let me sit down and shut the fuck up." I think that creates a different vibration in the home.
1000%.
When you say "shut the fuck up," and she say, "Oh, who the fuck you yelling at?"
1000%.
911. This nigga in here tripping. I don't feel safe. Yes, he is threatening me. I don't feel safe. I don't get him out of my house right now. Here come two niggas with two guns, a rifle in the trunk, handcuffs.
They got a dog.
A dog. Hey you, nigga boy.
You know what's the slogan of feminism, black feminism?
What?
Cut off their nose to spite their face.
Hey, listen.
And isn't that a double entendre?
That's some like crazy witch kinky shit where they their own voodoo doll for you and they cutting their arm to hurt you.
It goes both ways. It goes both ways because that is the inside dog whistle joke from the white woman to the black woman. You understand?
Golly, I didn't even know that, and I used it in the correct way.
They can join our movement. Let them cut off their nose despite their face.
Oh shit, Janet Jackson.
It's always been right there.
Damn.
It's always been right fucking there, bro.
Cutting off the collagen. Damn.
That's fucking insane, bro.
Man, motherfucker, man. This is like
talk about being embedded in the fabric of society, nigga.
Yeah, like they.
So
we're like the dark sun of this shit, bro.
We're saying the subtotal of feminism that inadvertently led to some way in and around black feminism ended up being single mothership. Like, that's what we're saying.
Because inadvertently there has to be an oppressor, and if you can't find an oppressor in a feminism um, ideology, first is your dad, right? You go to school and they teach you about feminism, and you think about your dad who's paying all the bills, trying to tell you what to do. Stop oppressing me, dad. Right. And then you free for a little bit in college, you do whatever you want to do, and they still feeding you feminist ideology, but you don't have nobody to put it on to. So you never notice when you're in college, you know what I'm saying, they start getting real political, right? They start voting, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I voted, they stickers and shit. They get real into that shit. And then when they find a man, it's like, oh, I'm happy, I'm in love. But you got to understand, if you ever was operating in a way where you just wasn't creating emotional bonds, when you get into a situation that requires an emotional bond, you're not really going to have it. So what tends to happen is that a feminist girl will get in a relationship with you, she'll have kids with you, but after the kids come, you like, damn, what happened? She just changed overnight. Well, because she didn't have the capacity to in the first place, because everything have been an enemy, everything have been a fight, and she have been trained to look at the men closest to her as her oppressors, because she have been trained by the enemy. You know you're being trained by the enemy because they not even teaching you how to garden. They not even teaching you how to farm. They not even teaching you how to own property. They teaching you how to be a slave, right? Whatever you decide to do, all right, you get a position in this company, and this is how far you can go. You know your ceiling, right?
Yeah.
So you just in that world, but they're not giving you the tools to thrive in society. But at the same time, they're not using it to teach niggas so they can get good jobs. They're teaching it so they can break down the fabric of society one at a time. Because we already started this conversation talking about the boule, meaning in college, it's two different types of niggas. It's niggas that's actually going there trying to get good grades, and it's people that's going there because they daddy went there. And they daddy is a part of the Kappa Alpha Kappas, or whatever the case may be, Zeta Thetas. You in a totally different class, because when you go to these houses, right, it's a fraternity house. It's not like you see on TV where everybody is drinking beer and partying all the time. It could get like that, but usually when you go there on a Tuesday, it's a sign, and in the parking lot, it's a bunch of nice ass cars. So they in college in Benzes and shit, freshmen, sophomores, they chilling for real, right? And then yo ass in there talking about, yeah, I'm at school and I work a second job and I got to do this and do that. You not in the same school. You're not in the same world. Even though y'all going to the same school, it's a completely different reality. So I'm saying all of this to say, like, when you are not in that particular class, best believe they're there to brainwash your ass. You're not, they don't give a fuck if you get A's. They don't give a fuck about your degree. Here, they give degrees out every year to thousands of people.
I give you a joke. You can buy your degree on the black market right now.
Right now, it could be official, legit, because it's too many degrees to be like, nah, this shit ain't real. You didn't actually. They would have to do real research. If I'm trying to give you a job at fucking AT&T, you think I actually give a fuck if you went to fucking the University of Santa Barbara?
Hey, no, you know what's funny about this, which I just said? I was at work this week thinking, like, I don't think they ever asked to look at my degree, my job.
They know that you can do the work.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. He got a basic understanding of what we do around here. That's
and I bet you they gave you like a probationary period to make sure. All right, we hear you spitting that hot shit, but let you see. Oh, he actually can do. All right,
Yeah.
you off that probationary period. You officially hired. Here goes your key card. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, they know what they be doing, bro. They know what the fuck they be doing.
They know, bro. We don't know. We think it matters. right? We just got to be proficient. We just got to know what it takes to do the shit that needs to be done. But at the
This is
same
what
time,
goes on the back end of game theory from last week, right?
facts.
Like now, when you think about that element we were talking about last week, Breeze, when you say, all right, I want to play the game, but I want to play the game fairly. Now, how do you look at that, Breezy? If we're talking about it like this, that trust fund kid, like Hood says, he's gonna go through that 4 years in a fucking breeze. He's gonna sleep through that whole
Hey,
shit.
he's fucking bad bitches. I'm
He's
telling you.
fucking nothing but OnlyFans stars.
He's
All the
like
way,
he going,
all
he's
the way
having
through.
his way. Or you're at the Kappa house. You got your own room. Oh, your dad was an alumni.
Bro.
Oh, that's your new BMW 720 IE. Wow.
And meanwhile, you in the room huddled up in a little cubicle with your computer on,
Yeah.
hot pockets,
burning the midnight oil, looking ass boy.
You've been studying for your thesis for 16 hours straight. These niggas is buying their theses online. These niggas is paying for that shit on the blockchain. It's like, oh my gosh, I don't remember the last time I studied for an exam and I got a 3.9 grade point average. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they pay for theirs and you're doing the work. Now, I still subscribe to the people that do the work because, you know, later on somewhere you're going to get tested on some shit and you actually going to have substantial evidence that you actually did the work, and those motherfuckers going to have to pull up a receipt, right? But I digress on that. Still, nonetheless, it means when you can get ahead in life, you take that get ahead and don't look at it as some moral infliction that's going to hold you back, because God going to look at you at the gates and be like, man, you picked up that $100 bill and you know somebody needed $100 and somebody lost $100. You kept that $100 bill. Yeah, God is not at the gates like that, bro. And if he is, I'm sorry. I needed that $100, player. Like it is what it is, bro. Like you can't hold yourself to some societal moral landscape if that morality isn't embedded in your being first, right? Like, there's one thing to have your own shit, but society shit is totally different, bro. Totally fucking different. Because if that tree falls and nobody's in the forest to hear it, and right up under that bitch is $100 billion, you're not gonna tell nobody that the tree fell. You just not, bro.
At the end of the day, don't fuck around though. Take it, like, if you find yourself in a position, like, go to college, but don't go to college and fuck around if your daddy didn't go to that college, and make sure if you do some wild shit, he gonna be you and a D. Like, all right, nigga, we heard that you motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, you did some wild shit, but as long as you don't do the wild shit no more, you can go back to class. You be like, all right, dad. Nigga, if you do some wild shit, then they call the police, you in a different class. So, like, make sure that you're not fucking around.
Yeah.
Like,
they got people that can make phone calls on their behalf.
Yeah, they making phone calls. You thinking that you could go to college and have fun and fuck. If you're a first generation college goer, that means that you have to create legacy. That means you have to show out so much that you might get invited into a room. If I'm going to college, I want to get in. Hey, nigga, we seeing how you, like, if I know now if I knew then what I know now, I would be going to school in the fucking law library. I would make sure, like, I'm telling my kids about grades. I'm like, you don't get nothing but, if my son's like, I want to go to college by the time I'm 16. I said, you don't get nothing but A's. And I shouldn't even be able to tell you that. You got to intuitively know. I'm like, you should go into every assignment or every test knowing everything that's going to be on that test. Stop fucking around, right? Like, or else you're not going to excel. You're not going to get into college at 16 feeling like you can get a B. Like, that's not how this shit works. Because in real life, in high school, it's 4.2s and 4.3s and 4.4s. You know what I'm saying? Like, over A's. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? If you trying to get to the big leagues, like, when you black, you can't just be regular.
Talking about them A++s.
A++s. And I think in our culture, we think that we can fuck around too much. Niggas is cool on campus.
Mm-hmm.
Niggas is wearing the latest and greatest at hollering at the hoes.
Mm-hmm. But they're not going nowhere.
It's basically like it's a social element to school that your like you said, your class don't give you access to. You know what I mean? And the cool kids are, what are they? The Boule, the Divine Nine,
Yeah.
Catherine to Malkuth, and the
Mm-hmm.
university. Oh no, the university is Malkuth. Catherine to Yasod.
Foundation.
Mm-hmm.
That's the foundation of Black society. Blue,
Oh, you found
blue
it.
aid. Yeah. But it's funny. It's kind of like it made me think of like Gnosticism and the inversion, like how you were saying, Serpent. It's just like we took European ideas and inverted them, made them kind of worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least
They
for
added
what they inflict on us.
they added their little nuggets to it, but yeah, you really just kept the same ideology. You just put a different color on a lipstick on it.
Instead of dancing to fucking Jim Belushi, niggas is dancing to Lil Boosie. So it's they doing their dance to Lil Boosie, so it makes it extra black. It's still ritualistic and it's still fucking is not worshiping the true God, is representing the demiurge in the way of orchestrating a society. Is a very well thought out plan. It's called social engineering, social construct, social conditioning. That the average black person, when you just talk to them, they going to more or less try to bring you into social conditioning. And it's like, listen, man, I think for myself. I don't go to church on Sunday. I'm not a Christian. Yes, I do. I'm into tarot cards, and I'm a black man.
Yes.
A black man can only be a Christian in this society or a Muslim, and that's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
When you don't agree with a Christian ideology, then you often labeled as like a miscreant, or a lower class being. But at the same time, it's like, man, y'all are mind controlled.
1,000%. And it was always the outcasts of society that brought society forward. But we'll digress there. That's dope. You found it though.
Okay. As a black woman, I really don't believe wholeheartedly that any man other than a black man can truly connect with me in the way that you described.
Right. Yeah.
On the other side of that, I have to also own the fact that there are frustrations that I have with a sect of black men in this generation when it comes to partnering, when it comes to potentially being a husband or even a viable boyfriend. That has now put me in a position where, even though I really don't want to be open to dating men outside my race, I don't want to do it. Let me be very clear. It's not what I want.
It makes sense.
But it's something that at almost 39 years old, still desiring a family in that life, I may have to be open to.
Yeah.
So I haven't had any experiences necessarily with being in the proximity that you mentioned with white males when it comes to dating. Now I will say, growing up, my cousin used to always, tease me that I would end up with a white man, and it would make me so mad. It would really upset me. Like, why would you say that? Like, am I not good enough to be with a black man? But that, outside of that comment, no.
We don't.
I'm gonna keep going.
Don't have an issue with what you like.
Right? We don't. I don't.
One of our issues, particularly for straight black women, is that there's not a lot of y'all to choose from.
I almost ran up.
I hate to say it, I hope it don't sound ridiculous, but the numbers quite literally don't lie.
Right.
And then the way things are also set up, black women being one of the most educated groups, it is difficult for us to find counterparts.
Right.
And the counterparts we do have, they got their pick of the litter.
Yes, they do.
Ooh. And now we already have to compete with.
All right, we gotta unpack what she just said.
So the oppression is
almost
the
ran up.
fact
I hate
that
to
they
say it, I
don't
hope it
got a
don't sound
man.
ridiculous, but the numbers quite literally don't lie.
Right.
And then the way things are also set up, black women being one of the most educated groups.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The way that they process education is not in reference to the way that it's set up. If we talking about major universities, are there fraternities and sororities on those major universities?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And are those major fraternities and sororities doing various rituals throughout the school semester?
Yes.
Yes.
And throwing parties.
Throwing
So
parties
so people
and
gonna be doing freaky stuff at their houses and stuff.
sex
And
magic.
drugs. And drugs. Yep.
So
It's gonna be kind of like him.
So to say that being educated, do you think that the schools exist for the fraternities and the sororities, or do you think that the schools exist for education? When the reason that I say this, when they're giving out basically hundreds, if not thousands, of degrees to thousands of people every year, do you actually think they exist for the actual education, or do they exist for the alumni to create a secret society in plain sight?
Alumni.
What's the most important thing about a college? Is it the students or the alumni? Do you feel
Alumni.
like they care about the student body, or do you feel like they care about the alumni? Is there a student body day, or is there an alumni day?
I will answer your question with a question. What's the easiest way to launder illegal money?
Through legal activities.
What is a university?
It's a legally way to launder rather. I would say trillions of dollars. It is the biggest way. It is the biggest way to make money.
Why would a European start and fund a HBCU?
To educate black people, to condition black people, to brainwash black people into specific ideologies, because the university is in bed with the government. Because when you go to the university, the first time you get exposed to political ideas is on a college campus.
And guess what money the government can't count? University money. They just like religious institutions. They get a pass, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their money isn't counted whatsoever. You could funnel anything through a university.
And everybody is just so gung-ho on the concept. Everybody is so individualistic in getting their degree. Imagine 100,000 people, 60,000 people, 2,000 people that's individualistic, willing to pay $60,000 a piece every year, a different person every year for multiple years. You got a tried and true system that won't ever stop. And at the end of the day, all of these people getting the degrees, there's not enough jobs in reference to the fact that we need plumbers, electricians, tradesmen, HVAC, right? And a nigga getting out of college degree with a singing degree. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Can't do nothing practical for real. Just can motherfucker do liberal arts. slide a motherfucking stage curtain back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Flash a light in a nigga face like
nigga gonna sing advertising jingles like Tommy Davidson for like the next 30 years. Like, yeah.
But then to double back and say, all right, we the most educated, and that's why we can't find good niggas. Well, duh. You've been brainwashed. They literally made you unable to find a good man.
See, look at that picture I put in the Discord. You can put that up on the screen just for a small response to what she said.
Sheesh.
I mean, I'm just saying. Her narrative is built around the context of not enough black men.
Yeah. But then it's like that's a shitty narrative, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because if I'm gonna buy a car and I don't like the way that the car drive, you can't be mad at me for motherfucking not liking your ass.
Because you want this car, like
so
you want this car.
So when it comes to sex, right? A woman can have sex with any man she wants for the most part. But when it comes to relationships, if a man don't want to be in a relationship with you, that's his decision. So your ability to not for a man to meet you and not want to wife you or wed you or lock you up is a result of your character.
And it is the perfect place for you to be able to exercise that little thing called discernment. You know, for all of those women who say they didn't know that he just swept them off of their feet and then won't commit. No, you know at that moment if he wants to be with you or just have sex with you. You know. You know. You know. Really though,
I think some of them are dating men to just have sex with them too though.
But what
I
I'm
think
saying
it's a
is,
whole group of
I'm hip to the game, right? Like, because some women now want to introduce this idea that even if they decide to have sex with you, it's still your fault for not staying. It's still your fault for some kind of way for you not turning out to be her knight in shining armor, even though she is 1000% in control of the sexual part of this, right? Like, we don't get to any other level if you don't decide to have sex, right? But now the women are saying that even if she decides to have sex with you, it's still your fault. So my answer to that is the reasoning behind why you guys are trying to put yourself above reproach, because that's what that is. You're trying to elude accountability again and put yourself above reproach by saying if the guy is the leader, then it's his responsibility for who he decides to sleep with also. Like, I'm hip to the game. Like, you're not gonna place yourself above reproach. Like, accountability may not be a thing necessarily that I believe as a true masculine man that a man can hold another woman to, but a woman damn sure can hold another woman to it. And y'all don't do that, right? So y'all absolve yourselves of accountability. Y'all absolve each other of accountability. It's like an accountability net that y'all got, right? Like, it's like y'all all secretly connected to this shit through like antennas, and nobody else knows that this antenna shit exists but y'all. But I'm hip to it. Y'all not gonna weasel out of this shit. Y'all control sex, we control marriage. That's it. We're not we not skipping over this shit no fucking more, bro.
If so, meaning that if I'm choosing marriage, then you got to be the one that I want you to be to marry. If
1000%.
you want to have sex, then you can have sex with whoever you want to have sex with. But the fact that you're gonna want to have sex with a guy that is having sex with a lot of women. He's not going to commit to you.
Ever.
So therefore, you're going to always put. So when you say like girls just have sex with guys because they want to, of course, but they at the end of it all, he's like, "Thank you for letting me crack," and she's like, "Well, I hope that this pussy have put you to make you want to come back and fuck me again." And he's like, "Maybe I got like 10 other bitches that I can't fuck." So I
But if
might,
they
I
all turn
might
me
come
down,
back.
I'm gonna come back.
I might turn it back. This is what I mean by women having access to sex. That's what I mean by it. It's very specific, but because you don't realize that most men Well, it's enough men that's fucking all of the 7s, 8s, 9s, and 10s.
1000%.
It's enough for them niggas to go around, but it's more than it's a majority of us that can't fuck a 2.
Back. Niggas is scared to talk to 2s. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas won't even approach a 2. Niggas be like, I don't want to get me too, son. Like what? Like son, you see her? Like, yo, like yeah, it's like that, bro.
I don't want her to turn me down. Meanwhile, she 550 pounds. You know what I'm saying? It's cold outside. I got a warm car and shit. She walking. I can easily suggest her to get in my car, but just like I got some Popeyes in the back, but it's like I just don't want to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? So I just keep it pushing because this world is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we live in a dichotomy. You know what I'm saying? It's a real live dichotomy. It's
We were
like
born into it. Yep, we were born into it. Bro, before we get on anything else, we gotta get to Detroit. We gotta get to your man in Detroit. I don't want to lose the show. We don't do Detroit. My man was doing this thing down there. I gotta hear this story. And what's good, AD? You slid on in there. Pause.
Oh, yo,
what's good, big bro?
Hey yo,
What's good,
hey
big
yo,
bro?
Start
hey
the
yo.
video, yo. That's
What's good, big
disgusting.
bro?
That's disgusting.
That was crazy. That's when you know something's unexpected.
Moore appeared via video conference in a Michigan courtroom today. He's been charged with felony home invasion and misdemeanor counts of stalking and breaking and entering. Moore's bond has been set at $25,000. He's been in jail since Wednesday, hours after he was fired for having an inappropriate relationship with a staff member. Take a look at the timeline of events that led to the arraignment today. Moore fired as Michigan's coach just on Wednesday with cause for him having that inappropriate relationship. He was then arrested later that afternoon, charged with felony home invasion and the misdemeanors of stalking and breaking and entering. Let's bring in our college football insider now, Pete Thamel. Really quick, Pete, you listened to the proceedings today. What stood out to you from what you heard?
Well, it was a very, very powerful moment today. The prosecutor in the case recounted the timeline of what happened after the firing of Sharon Moore. And that included Moore going to the home of his former mistress, who had broken up with him earlier that week, quote, barging his way in. He went to the drawer in the kitchen, pulled out butter knives and kitchen scissors, and said, quote, I'm going to kill myself. I'm going to make you watch. My blood is on your hands. My life, but obviously precipitated the call to the police, which led to Moore being arrested and jailed. And obviously, there was a very sullen Sharon Moore who appeared on that video conference. He was wearing a white jumpsuit. His hands were folded. And it was a very surreal scene to see the coach who was coaching University of Michigan on Wednesday awaiting arraignment today in Michigan.
Yeah, just awful and terribly sad to see what's going on.
You know this was a special feature for ESPN because I ain't never seen that dude talk about anything on ESPN before.
Very latest on that situation.
He's a Sunday night guy.
Yeah, that's like they 60 minutes, they 2020.
Damn.
Yo, you got more context though. You say you have more context to it.
Bruh, his last name was Moore though.
More interesting.
Yeah, I mean it's
You said it was
Michigan.
You said the mistress was white and his wife was white, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, black man, coach of just won a national championship not too long ago in 2023.
And he came up under Jim Harbaugh, right?
Yeah, that he was Jim Harbaugh's understudy. But yeah, and he I'm telling you, man, it's a certain level of racism that exists in Michigan that is not like growing up in Ohio, where interracial couples are pretty normal in Ohio. But when you talk about this level of wealth, this level of influence, you rarely see interracial couples. Maybe like 1 to 2% of couples out here is interracial. So him already having a white wife was an anomaly. But I guess it was like some Pringles. Once you pop, the fun just don't stop, right? He had to double back, triple back, right? And it make a lot of sense, right? His moon, Mars, Saturn is all in Scorpio.
Uranus.
And Scorpio is ruled by what? The sexual organs. Okay.
He a freaky deek.
He a freaky deek, and he didn't, he never got an astrology reading or nothing, so he didn't ever know how to alchemize.
We know you hung out in Ann Arbor either.
He didn't know I'd be in Ann Arbor every day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We probably walk past each other, and I'm like, bro, I can help you. You know what I'm saying? You got your Sun, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, and Capricorn. You know what I'm saying? While Venus is transiting Scorpio, like, this is his time to really shine. But this is a lesson.
He's a $30 million contract.
This is a lesson for all men in reference to Scorpio energy. He was in a prominent position and let his dick
rule the day.
Rule the day. If that's not Scorpio energy, then I don't fucking know what it is.
A nigga had pussy on one side of the table and a bag with 30 mil in it on the other side of the table. Nigga said, you want the pussy or the bag? The nigga took the pussy.
Listen, I never had no pussy that good.
No.
Honestly, I don't want it.
I don't want to meet a $30 million bitch. Like, I don't want a $30 million piece of pussy. Like, I don't. Like,
I don't want it. I want pussy that just keep me in line with the bag.
Listen,
like,
ladies,
okay, I'm gonna give you this pussy and you're gonna keep 30 million. Don't give me the pussy that's so good now I'm broke. I'm sitting at the crib.
There is a
fighting the case.
There is a level with niggas. Like, there was only but so far we could go up with how much pussy we want before that shit come back down on the other side, and it's like, can I still get this pussy and be a man? Like,
nah, that pussy was too good. He risked his whole future for that.
Oh my god. He said, fuck them kids. Fuck
he had 3 kids. He said, fuck my wife, fuck my kids.
Oh my gosh. That nigga said, fuck that 30 mil.
He said, please don't end this relationship.
Becky's top is unbelievable.
This nigga pulled out a butter knife and said, I'm gonna kill myself.
Hey, you know what they say, man. Sometimes people need a little shame and bully just to chill out on shit. Because we're here now.
Man, he got his life lesson.
Yo.
But y'all heard the tale of the scorpion and the frog though?
Yeah.
That's like my favorite way to describe scorpion energy, because it's just a powerful energy. Just something like I know a lot of talented Scorpios, but they do what Scorpios do, and they use their own sting or their viper to kill themselves. So I like to bring up the tale of the scorpion and the frog to show that sometimes it's like you got to understand your dark side that you try to ignore.
Ooh.
And I feel like Scorpio helps us shed light on that.
Ooh.
That brings us back to the black feminist ideologies. What is it? Spite your nose to spite your... How would it go?
You cut off your nose. Just
cut off your
face.
nose to spite your face, because in the scorpion and the frog on his back, like, I know this nigga ain't gonna kill me now. He gotta get me across the road. This nigga kill him in the middle of the river. He like, man, why you do that? He like, because I'm a scorpion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm supposed to kill you. I don't know what you thought he was going to trust me for. I don't even know. But it's like a young racist white girl in Saline, Michigan.
Saline? I ain't never even heard of Saline. I know that's white. Like,
exactly. Oh, the more you stop talking about Detroit, the more white you get in reference to Michigan. If you say any city, any town in Michigan that's not Detroit, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be talking about a majority white place,
You be talking
right?
about like Kalamazoo.
Yeah, it's nothing but white people, bro. It might be a few niggas here and there, sprinkled there and there, but generally, this is a white state. But they don't really mean you nothing as long as you don't fuck with them. So I don't never think about it. So it's just
Yeah,
like
they
I'm
just
on my
stick to
own
each other.
path.
They just stick to each other.
They stick to each other, but they don't even fuck with each other. That's the ill part about it. You know what I'm saying? That'd be the
So it's a
real
bunch of
ill.
individuals running around, even on their side.
Yeah, they don't really fuck with each other in that aspect. And it's really tragic because all of the foreigners is moving in to the territory and taking over. Because really this is a white institution, but as far as the education goes, the foreigners is just the ones that's holding it down as far as the reputation as a intellectual school. And as we can see, the black people and the white people just out here just fucking. You know what I'm saying? So
Here's the question I got for the panel in reference to this situation, right? So, wife, mistress, crash out, lose everything. The mistress told. My question for y'all is, you think the mistress should have just kept her mouth shut? Or do you think she's justified in telling, being that she probably was just on a wave?
yeah, she wasn't really serious about it, and she ended the relationship with her because she is a white girl from Michigan, and he got $5 million in his bank account, and that's just not enough money for her to do what her dad don't want her to do. So she made the G call and said, it was fun getting some BBC. I relive my fantasies. I like you as an individual. I think you're cool and all, but for one, you're old. And for two, she want to marry Chad, and she's not about to fuck with you for real.
Yeah, because I can't bring no zebra babies home.
She's not doing it. It's fun while it lasted, and we're not about to get married. I'm sorry I have to end it, but I'm telling you, that pussy was so good.
This nigga crashed all the way out.
He crashed all the way out. He couldn't take it in a way where he wasn't because when you got a girl and you love her, you wake up and you think about the next time you about to you imagining it. Your body is just used to it. So when she ended with you, it's like I'm saying nowadays, when you hear about domestic violence situations, it's generally in response to a woman saying, you know what, you cool, but I don't think we can go on. And that's why I say it's so dangerous dealing with these niggas.
Niggas is crashing all the way out.
What's the saying that these niggas be saying? If I can't have you, no one can type shit.
Yeah, stop putting that good pussy on these niggas.
I can't get none of this free pussy anymore. Oh.
You giving it to them for free too. That's another thing. Your ancestors is rolling
Didn't
around in their grave.
Ice Cube in a podcast recently, and he said a wet pussy and a dry purse don't match, and like everybody was talking about, it went over a lot of the people's head that was in the chair with him. Like everybody was like, "Yeah, facts. She gotta have money," and it was like, nah. Like her purse supposed to be filled, and that wet pussy supposed to be providing for her. And I feel like he just didn't go into it.
Yeah. That's an art and a science and a right that women actually fought for, not this fake occult feminist shit. But we're talking about the sacred whore. Prostitution was the first job essentially for them anyway, for a reason, and they fought for the right to have that. So once they got that and they took it off the books as being anything illegal outside of prostitution, Yeah, like they were gonna do that shit, and they weren't gonna have anybody question them about it. Like, so the women that didn't go about using that part of themselves to get what they wanted, they fell by the wayside because they found out the hard way that their femininity wasn't enough. So hence the independent fucking nature that came from that shit.
And I've been thinking about this ever since we had the conversation. It's a real sweet spot in reference to game theory.
Mm-hmm.
Your partner gotta actually be some form of trying to buck the system in the same way you trying to buck the system. And if it mean lying on a form or two, or you know what I'm saying, like cutting some type of corner, where you're not able to thrive in this world, I think it's extra pressure on young men to actually get with women that's actually in reality and not in a fantasy
Mm-hmm.
based upon how they feel. Because this shit is like, I mean, as far as the kids go, far as the women go, I feel like we have took it too far with. Well, I feel. Remember, you said on the last episode we was having a pregame. You was like, every time I hear a shorty talk, she started off with "I feel,"
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but it's like we got to get beyond how you feel.
Yeah. If we're
Feelings come and go.
Yeah, if we're ever gonna have any real solidified conversations that's gonna go anywhere. I mean, shit, bro. Like it's not even like they're necessarily trying to. At the end of the day, they're gonna follow their hormones, and their hormones is king. Right? And if their hormones say fuck that nigga tomorrow, then guess what? When she get up, it's fuck that nigga tomorrow.
Crazy.
No sound.
No sound, Hook.
It's procreative and it's unitive. When you have sex, you inherently bond with that person, whether or not you're telling yourself that you are. On a physiological level, you are bonding with that person. This is especially true for women because when women have sex, they release the bonding hormone oxytocin, which is the same hormone that gets released when you have babies that literally bonds you to your baby for life. So with our bodies, we're telling the story of I'm here for life. That's just naturally what we're saying without actually saying it. Whether or not we mean it, that's what we're saying when we're having sex. Men bond through the hormone vasopressin, and that gets released through problem solving, through experiences and moments with another person where you're really going through the thick of it together and you're coming out on the other side of it. The way that men are relating and bonding through casual hookup culture is through the hormone dopamine, which is literally like the same hormone that gets released when you go to the slot machine. It has you coming back for more, but not actually bonding in a way of like loyalty and commitment to that thing. Essentially, every time that a man comes to hook up with you and then leaves afterwards, he's treating you like a cheeseburger. Like he's coming, he's getting his fix, he's getting satiated, he's releasing dopamine, which is giving him a high, it's giving him a quick hit. For a woman, she's released oxytocin, so when he leaves, it destroys her internally. It's like, oh my gosh, like, are you gonna come back because I'm supposed to raise a baby with you? And for him, he's like, all right, that was a great burger. I'll come back again when I'm hungry.
How many of y'all had burgers in your life?
Man, how many of y'all don't want just one food your whole life? Like, I don't want steak every day.
I mean, burgering is for a season, boo boo. I will say the tenets of what she said is true. However, go deeper when you're speaking general, right? It's like when you're talking about pair bonding and the pair bonding with the child that's generated when a mother gives birth, Yeah, but pair bonding happens even before that, and it happens with the partner that you're actually having the child with. And so, what about that pair bond, right? Like, what if that pair bond is non-existent, right? What if that pair bond is fractured because there's just too many partners in the pool?
I was having that same thought earlier. Like we don't really talk about pair bonds, but at the same time, motherfuckers get on platforms and say there's not many good men. But it's like you've had your fair share, as if that was the way to go. More or less, we got to get into a space where conflict resolution, it's a culture that we need to set up at a certain point because it's like the culture that's set up now is leading to the results that you feel. You think it's normal to fuck somebody. And so, since you think it's normal to fuck somebody, that means that when you actually get into a real relationship, you're going to have a hard time pair bonding because you don't understand that men will fuck you and not really care about you.
1000%. Like, won't think nothing of you. Like, you think it's an issue just because he doesn't want to roll over and cuddle. Like, no, like you already did the biggest thing that you could do with another person. You did it in the first week or the first month, and now he has nothing to look forward to. He is going to forget you like a cheeseburger. You are 1000% right on that.
Y'all ever been in a relationship and y'all chose not to have sex with a girl to actually see, like if y'all legit?
Oh yeah, I did that a handful of times, and every time I ended up disappointed when I did have sex with them. Every single time. Like got to the sex after doing the right thing in the beginning, right? Met the family, went on dates, never laid in the bed with her, never spent the night, like did all of the things for about 4.5 months, 5 months. Yeah, and I remember doing it with her the first time and being so disappointed. Like not disappointed in her per se, just disappointed in our lack of intimate chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And that just told me that I wasted 5 months. And now I had to fight the urge to ghost this bitch. But now I told her I wasn't going any further. But yeah, every time though, every time I did that shit, no. It ended up getting to a point where I felt like the woman used that shit against me because I think every single one of them fucked somebody while I was waiting. Type.
So it's two videos I want to show that speaks to that. I want to get through this one because it go with the last one, and then for my last video, I think it kind of wraps it all up in a bow.
Okay.
But I'm gonna play this video, and I just will say, like, I think you gotta really test a woman financially if you really like her. You can't test her with sex because she controls sex. You can't, you know what I'm saying, tell a car, you know what I'm saying, all right, you won't be able to drive. You know what I'm saying? It's inherently able to drive. You don't gotta teach the car how to drive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a girl in sex is like a girl can set up a camera and play with herself and get all types of views. Think if your ass set up a camera.
Yeah.
It's gonna be how niggas
You're not gonna like the views you get, nigga.
Yeah,
Not
think
gonna
about
like the views you get.
It's gonna be nothing but pros.
There'll be no hoes looking at that shit.
There ain't gonna be no likes. There's gonna be mad comments. Fuck is this nigga doing?
Women rule sex, so that's they domain. So you got to figure out if she like you financially. So
and you rule money. Period.
That's your domain. You ain't gonna never deal with a girl and you be like, man.
So could you say that pimps understand something psychologically that is valuable to understand, but not saying you got to be a pimp.
Exactly. It's something to understand in reference to if a girl really like you or not, in reference to if y'all going to survive in life or not. Because just look at it from a common sense perspective. In reference to being in a relationship with a girl and you dealing with her, and the main tenets of how she relates to you is on the emotional space. But then when you go through real financial struggle and you look to that girl and she can't support you in no type of way, and intuitively you will feel like you have chosen the wrong girl. I guarantee you. There's no way around it.
Yeah. What pimps teach me is that they are masters of game theory, for one, and two.
Exactly.
And two, they've mastered the art of getting the very thing that men covet from women without being with them. Right? Like the main tenets of the things that men covet the most from women, a pimp has learned how to get that from the woman without necessarily being with her.
You got to neutralize the one thing that most men can't get over. And the most thing that men can't get over, the one thing that even the most squarest nigga is going to break up with a girl if she cheat on her. A pimp is going to deal with a girl and she, in theory, cheat on him every day. But in the dynamic, she looks at the pimp as her boyfriend because no woman wants to be single, right? But she is performing being with you, so she's not single. But a pimp is able to see a woman in her true light and still offer companionship, which most men aren't able to do. So my thing is, instead of being a pimp, I just will understand that before I met this girl, she probably did some freaky ass shit, and I deal with it. I don't put it off the side. It's something that you gotta fully address in your mind. I'm not going to be her sexual best person ever because if she looks halfway decent, she have gotten her pick of the litter of niggas. But you gotta elicit that pimp inside of you and say, well, fuck all of that. What is she offering me?
Yeah. Your mind has to say she hasn't met me yet. She hasn't gotten. I mean, honestly, because being able to hold two conflicting ideas in your mind at the same time is the key on that one. On one hand, yeah, she's probably put out for some niggas, right? Like she's busted open for a real one on one occasion, right? Like that has to be there. But on this side, you have to also hold this other firm understanding within yourself, right? But I'm me. You know what I'm saying? And whatever she's going to be going forward is going to be determined by me. You know what I'm saying? Like those two things got to be there at the same time, as far as I'm concerned.
Because another pimp saying is, I want your mind. I don't want your body. Right. If a nigga can give her the best sex ever, he didn't take the time to really get to know her, really understand her, really like not judge her, but love her, give her space. And I think that as men, you gonna have to do that when you really like a girl. You know what I'm saying? But let me play this video real quick and get to the last. I'm not gonna play the last one, but I'll just set it up.
For cool, uncommitted, and short-term mating, men drop their standards pretty precipitously, whereas women do not. This is one of the main differences in experience, and it causes a lot of the tension in the mating market today. The fact that men tend to mate down for short-term encounters, which is that as an average man, you don't have any access to, the most high quality and most attractive and desirable people. But as an average woman, you probably do have access to those individuals as long as it's, no strings attached. Some of those individuals will get lucky and will manage to kind of pull off the heist and end up with, an incredibly desirable celebrity boyfriend or whatever. And that's super cool. Good for them, right? That's awesome. You can go for a guy who's, famous and very good looking and very wealthy. It's a risky strategy because a lot of women will find themselves in the position where it's like, oh, I'm dating up for these short-term encounters, but none of them will commit to me. This is where a lot of the situationship anxiety comes from. It's like, why isn't he ready for a relationship? And they're not necessarily realizing that they're dating out of their league. This is something that's called a failure of cross-sex mind reading in the literature, is that as a woman, you wouldn't drop your standards completely for a one-night stand. And so when you have one, maybe you're thinking, oh, this guy and I were in the same league, not realizing that a lot of men, maybe even most men, do drop their standards for those sorts of activities.
God damn.
That was a mouthful. Pause.
Disgusting as the night goes on. I see.
Yo,
the freaks come out at night looking ass boys.
Oh shit.
Nah. But that's crazy though. Like she not realize she dating out her league.
Yeah, it's something to be said for that. And I think
a dude knows that shit. He knows when he's dating out his league in a way, like because how just a bitch look. But in his mind, a dude always puts that in his head, like, I'm dating out my league, man. I can't have this.
But my pushback on that is the way our society is set up, every nigga think every bitch is out his league. And I don't think that's the case.
Unless the hoes like you. Because if the hoes like you, you got your pick of your litter.
Yeah, you going. They going whenever you ask. You know what I'm saying?
But most of us is not like that. So most of us, we know when a bitch is out of our league. You know what I'm saying? Because we like, damn, nigga, a bitch ain't said shit to you ever. You know what I'm saying? That bitch come out the blue. Damn, you look good. What's your name? You like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, you look good too? Like, bro, who said you? Am I being punked? Like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
what is a nigga's tool belt to fucking thwart that, right? Like, how do you combat that as a nigga, right? Like, and that's probably why women get
you crash out.
Yeah, but that's why women get anything they want from these niggas, because they 9 times out of 10, I think they picking the niggas that think like y'all describing.
They getting everything they want besides marriage.
Everything they want besides marriage.
They getting all types of dick, like different variations of dick.
Somebody got because it's like you might never know. They might take the route and get a young nigga to marry them.
Yo.
Young niggas is not married. Young niggas is fucking them hoes. I was a young nigga. The way young niggas is fucking, man.
That's like jackrabbits. They like jackrabbits out there. They getting it in.
Young niggas is so retarded. They so retarded.
So retarded.
The girl already know. Damn, this nigga only want to do is fuck. So if I hang out with this nigga, we only fucking. We ain't going out. We ain't doing nothing. He young. He broke. He just going fuck. And it's girls that will fuck with you knowing this shit.
In the back of her mind, she like, yeah, he can sleep on the sofa for about 3 days.
No cap.
Oh, man. Yeah, you ain't got no
people. Wow. By the third day, by about the 9th time that he done dicked her down, she like, what you doing tomorrow?
Like I'm tired of you. All you doing is wanting to fuck. Like, what the fuck you
mean? Like damn, nigga.
You don't want to do nothing else but play Madden. Like that's all you want to do.
Like shit, I'm a young nigga. I don't got no ambition, no hopes, no dreams. My only thing is fucking bitches like you, and you seem to be down for it. So it's like we just
every time
match made in heaven.
All I can do is shake my head every time I see an old head cougar with a nigga with a shiesty on.
That's crazy. That's silly as hell.
Like,
looking like she out with her son.
She going to get that nigga all the guts.
It's a sad world we live in, I guess. All right, this the final joint. I felt like this was the humdinger right here.
What value is he bringing at any capacity if he's not helping solve issues? Like, why are you here if you can't help me?
He may not be able to solve your problem right now, but he might in 6 months or a year. And the problem with women is they want the man that can solve the problems right now. They're not even that man's responsibility. What does a man look like solving your problems when he's dating you and 3 other people trying to figure out who his woman is about to be? That's why men don't want to commit today, because men think that women expect them to do everything for them when there's no level of, I don't even know you yet. You want me to pay your bills, solve your show up for you, feed your kids. You've got this long laundry list of things that you expect a man to be, but what do you have to offer him other than sex? You aren't nurturing. You aren't kind. You aren't trying to expand his vision. You aren't trying to fit inside of his vision. You can't check your tone. You aren't submissive to him. So all of these things that you're asking for, you're not qualified for. You could ask, shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you land on the stars, right?
Girl.
But also, I think that it's really important that we as women understand that a man's job is not to solve our problems. That's not his job. I even think that men have now started to believe that their only job is to make sure everyone around them is happy. And that is to a detriment of the man and a detriment to society. Because if more men were looking to the fact that I need to have leadership, for me to have clear vision, for me to take action, for me to be kind and compassionate, and yes, get to the bag too, and yes, be in my masculine energy, that's what creates a healthy home. It's not just monetary value.
Man, I want to start a workout meditation regimen for all my niggas. Like, I think we need to start doing some collective shit together. Like, let's do some meditation, some collective meditation. Let's heal the niggas of the planet. Cause I swear for God, like the niggas been through a lot. Listen, niggas, y'all been through a lot, and we know y'all been through a lot. And I'm sorry. Like, I am so sorry, bro. Like, bro. I'm thinking about the woman who fought for the right to be a 304 and then decided she wanted to be a traditional woman. I'm thinking about the nigga who don't got no motion, who the only reason he gonna get her number in the ball, in the club, is because ain't nobody else looking her way, right? He gonna end up with her. And he gonna crash out. Like, he gonna crash out. Because she out of his league. He ain't never had nobody drop it like that on him. Like, he ain't never seen it like that before.
But you know what fiends, you know how fiends are. They say, oh, Josie died from that. She had an overdose on that rock. The mother
Oh,
fiends is like,
that's that
give me
shit.
that. You
I
know?
want some of that Josie
Yeah.
pack. Give me some of that Josie pack.
Yeah.
Josie pack, nigga.
Literally.
Yo, what the fuck?
I think it's Scorpio energy though. It's like it's the boule and Scorpio energy.
I mean, also, isn't there
Sign
Whatever
signature.
that shit is that's pushing casual sex. Whatever that shit is that's pushing casual sex as okay, like that shit. Like I ain't hearing nobody say that shit was demonic, and that is the most demonic shit that's out.
Where did we go wrong?
Telling niggas casual sex is okay. That's okay. That ain't that bad.
It's so fucking
I think
normalized.
sometimes I say that to people, and I don't normally tell people that, but like, and they'll try to really try to not accept it,
Mm-hmm.
you know. But most people, I can look at them like, I know you just having fun in these streets and sheets. And then you know, sometimes they'll complain about their life. And sometimes you have to say that to people, and it's almost like it's literally a tough pill to swallow.
Yeah, because if
It's
you've
like,
already decided,
because they understand it's wrong, but they want to do it
if
anyways.
you've already
Till somebody tell them they don't.
if you've already decided, big bro, within your disposition that was a good thing for you to do, and you finally got the freedom to do said thing, the last thing you want to hear is right after you just fucking blew the doors off some shit. Now you want to Now motherfucker gonna tell you to put the cat back in the bag. You just like, nah, son. Like, I just let this shit out. Like niggas don't want to hear that shit now. Like, and I get it. I ain't mad at him. You know, think about it from a man's perspective. Think about how long dudes go before they get their first set of buns, right? Like, think about that. Some niggas is still virgins till they 22, 23.
Wait. Your choice of words was very funny.
Oh man, pause, buns. Yeah. But yeah, like some niggas go so long before they get their first set. Like, to try to tell that nigga that casual sex is not okay, he not trying to hear that. He not trying to hear that.
First set is crazy.
It's Mars energy. It's your creative energy ultimately. You know, you don't have to express it in that way.
Like, because isn't it like some transits too in Scorpio of Mars and Venus, right?
Mercury.
The sun is in Scorpio.
Mercury.
Venus
Well,
is in
comes with
Scorpio.
Fucus, you know.
Right, Mercury is there too. We just had a new moon in
We gonna have to
Scorpio.
do a Fucus energy too. Talk about that as well.
Yeah, it should be there by now.
Yeah, I think we in Ophiuchus now.
Yeah.
Let me piss y'all off real quick.
Men. Black women have been spending the last 3 years recruiting and convincing black women to officially let go of the idea of black love and black families. To open up their options to other races, which is swirling, or to divest altogether, which means to completely stop dating black men. With popular channels among black women, writing visual essays telling black women to literally take the previously highly regarded concept of black love off its pedestal. And this movement was actually very successful, because that is exactly what we have now been seeing reflected in society today at a mass rate. And it's very interesting how it played out. For example, now whenever we see a positive example of black love shown, a successful black family, or you doing positive things for black women, it's ignored, overlooked, and disregarded. But whenever it's a black man doing something bad to a black woman or claiming a preference for a non-black woman, it's headline news across the community and used to drive their anti-black agenda against you. Even other races of women have noticed this phenomenon, although they were off course, dragged for speaking on it. We see TikToks and Twitter accounts from black women all day promoting these ideas among black women, and they just eat it up. You have basically become nothing more than a punching bag. They will
Serious is out here, man. You would think, like, in a world where, you know what I'm saying, you would think like everything is cool, but on the whole other side, motherfuckers is getting propagandized. Like, you know what? Fuck niggas. They bad. And you'll walk outside, you know what I'm saying, singing the Mr. Rogers song. You don't even know. Motherfuckers is looking at you like you the enemy number one.
Plotting on you. Yeah, that's the scary part of it, right? Like, because what's the escalation from this?
Like, where is it going?
Yeah, because I'm really big on intentionality, and I'm trying to find the intention behind it being so provocative, right? Like, the purpose interests me, because somebody gonna have to be on the other side to pick up the pieces. Like, this shit crazy, yo. Between this and, you know, those other ladies on the other video talking about I wish they just didn't exist type shit. Like, there's this whole swarm of women online talking about how they wish they aborted their black babies. Yeah, it's at a fever pitch that I'm just curious as to the intentionality behind it, honestly.
It's the sad girl era. Why me? wide God looking up at the sky and it's raining. It's just like, get the fuck on with that shit. Like,
everything that I thought I knew was wrong, God. Why me?
yeah, you gonna die alone, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it.
Yeah, with that Birkin bag and those $1,000 nails.
And the Uggs, can't forget them.
And menopause.
Damn.
It's a job, at the end of the day. It's like motherfuckers got education, motherfuckers got jobs, and that's all it took for, a whole society to be fractured.
So I guess it's our job to start the unfracturing.
I mean, that's really, you gotta call it out.
And find a single mom.
Nah.
So you gotta
Yo, my man is boxing tonight.
Nah, son. Find you a woman without kids. Nah, listen to these people. Okay, I swear to God, don't do it. I swear to God. You don't want a nigga drinking your Kool-Aid in his drawers in the morning. Don't.
Hey, they'll have you driving a 90s Honda Accord on the interstate on a frozen bridge, bruh.
Yo,
They don't care about you.
don't do it. Don't do
Most y'all niggas need a mission, man.
The purpose. Remember they used to talk about purpose and shit? Like, remember that was a thing? Like,
remember that was a thing.
Find your purpose.
Nah,
Now,
for real, man. Do some hobbies. Like,
Yeah, niggas need to get back onto that
That might be the first thing we start in the men's club. Like we're gonna have to yep. I'm talking about rebuilding young men's lives. I ain't talking about
nah, for real, man. Like,
this crazy shit.
Cause it's like it's people who got real artist talents. Like I know niggas I grew up with that can draw some nigga. He'll draw your fucking life right now, bro. And it's like trying to get bro to really do something with that. Like, bro, draw you an anime. Like,
no, bro, I just want this girl to like me, man. She don't like me, bro, so I'm not gonna do nothing creative.
What are five basic elements each young man should have right now?
Hoes, bitches, thought,
switch,
girls, and a switch. Gotta have all five of those. It's like, no, I mean,
you have a hat too. You gotta have a body. Gotta have a hat.
You gotta be disciplined. You gotta be focused. Take life seriously.
Intentional.
You gotta be intentional. You gotta think positive, right? You gotta actually literally see yourself doing something great and realize that it's going to take hard work for me to get there. So every day as a young man, you working towards it. The most successful people is the people that's working on their craft 14, 15, 16. They not playing around, playing video games, acting like they living in some fantasy world. And it's like growing up with a mom, she'll be like, her job is to buy me a new video game. It's like, as a dad, I'm like, my job is to make sure you become a strong man in life.
Not for real. Cause like, think about LeVar Ball and all his three sons.
Exactly.
He. I think it was. I sent a video on him on LaMelo ass, like cussing dude out, letting them know you selfish. You don't care about nobody but yourself. You supposed to have my back. Like, he just on his line, repeating stuff to his son. He like, you missed this. He said, I know that. He said, I'm gonna repeat it to you so you can keep hearing it. Don't tell me what the fuck you like. It's just But sometimes it's like, people. You gonna need people in your family to laugh and shame and get on you, like, But people don't have that. So it's like sometimes you learn too late, or you're doing things, or you hear from people and you react, and it puts you in situations now. So
5 things, Breeze. Give me 5 things that each young man should have right now.
A spiritual practice. Real people that's not gonna lie to him in his life, so his own tribe. as much money as you possibly can save, some type of like financial plan.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you self-employed, having yourself a retirement account,
Mm-hmm.
you know. I think that's all of them. And then the last one would be to invest in your health. Invest in your health.
Mm-hmm. For
Like
me,
actively like doing stuff like,
1000%. For me, I'm going to say, um, learn what the fuck shadow work is and why it matters to you, and do it every fucking day. Um, learn what your soul is, how to nourish your soul, and cultivate that every single day. Um, develop a spiritual practice and venerate your ancestors and your loved ones every single day. Um, find out the true core tenets of what it is and what it means to be masculine, and practice those tenets every single fucking day. I think that was fine.
Did you add on taking a single mom and her kid and tell them 100 times that he was a good guy?
Nope.
You know, Lil Day Day, you was a great man, Lil Day Day.
If Jermaine didn't get off that fucking game, I'm gonna let Jermaine know, nigga, you've been on that game too fucking long.
My thing is though, it's like, do like a lot of men at the age of like 21 through up have a hobby? Do you think like a majority may have a hobby?
Once again,
Watching sports.
yeah, like we were talking about it earlier before you came. These are part of those core tenet things that niggas just were never taught, right? Just like niggas was never taught about how to utilize and maximize their time. Niggas was never taught about the importance of having hobbies. Niggas was never taught about the importance of healing the little boy within them. Niggas wasn't never taught about the importance of none of that shit when you were a kid was your fault, but you still hold on to that shit. Like all of those things, that goes with shadow work. But yeah, all of those things, just things that we were just never taught. So therefore, we weren't able to pass it down to niggas like you, right? And the niggas that are coming up behind you, they don't know no better because we didn't have it to give to them. The niggas that was in front of us didn't give it to us. Now, it's not an excuse. The fact of the matter is niggas got the information now, and it's our job, I think, to make sure that the next generation has it, or at least knows that it exists.
Yeah, because you gotta have you a skill that you building. Most definitely.
Yeah, cultivating the skill, bro. Like I never thought about cultivating a fucking skill. All I thought about was getting a fucking job, finishing school, like basic shit.
Because it's like, imagine if you know how to put, like, let's say like if you wasn't like a person who got the art skills, but like you know how to like work a computer so well and put things together. Like I know a cat that he was just always working on computers and unplugging stuff his whole life, that he ended up building a skill to learn how to fix them.
Mm-hmm.
Just by just messing with him as a youngin', then him reading and watching videos. Now he fixes people PS5s and sometimes the computers. And he knows his limits. Like, nah, I can't get the part for that. You gotta go here. All that type of shit. And that's just from doing that his whole life.
Yeah, so I started playing around with shit when I was a kid like anybody else. I used to take everything apart and put it back together. So, I mean, but if you never taught to cultivate that shit, as a young boy growing up, you taught that your value is placed in how much money you generate, how much money you make, how well you take care of your family. The last thing you thinking about as a young man, especially a black man, young black man growing up in this world, is what hobby I got. That's not a luxury niggas have, but it's a luxury niggas should have. Or at least know that, at least be made aware that it's an option. The brain needs play. The brain needs play in order to be creative. The brain needs play in order to breathe and to grow and to evolve. You can't be serious and punching the clock all your life and that be it. Like, you just can't.
Yeah, I was actually at Barnes and Nobles today, and I was just like, working on some stuff. See, checking out for some of the books, read some of this selling book. And I just ran into somebody, and I just always talk to people. Like, I just, sometimes I can't even help it. I just be like, hey, what's up? How you doing? The person look at me like, the hell? And sometimes they be like, oh shit, someone's talking to me. Hey, and this person was just talking about how his friend has been building a game, just like Dungeons and Dragons, but he's like, it's gonna be better. And he said he's been working on it for like 6-7 years. You know what I'm saying? So
I
talk about
think
dedication.
shit like that is dope. Yeah, I mean, it could be done, but we were in 3 hours on this joint. Shout out to the collective. Peace to the initiates.
Yes.
WhiteRabbitPsych.com.
We'll continue this conversation in another day. Peace to the tribe, man.
Peace.
Peace and good morning.
Yes, sir.
It's the initiates. We back. We are the #1 spiritual podcast on the internet. Align your chakras, gain some knowledge, make more dollars. You are now tuned into scholars. Join the Discord. Be a part of the conversation. The Initiates Podcast and the Initiates Nation. Roll up your favorite pack and your best libation. Take some notes or go deep into meditation. The time we share is soul creations. Enjoy the show.